Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world has noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins AeroBurst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of AeroBurst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Hey, what's this I see? I thought this was a party! Let's dance!
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph. Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party, brought to you by East Coast Grading, UBE, Aldridge and Sutherland Realtors, The Buck, Ron Ayers Motorsports, Dirty Dan's, The Gold Store, Tiebreakers, and Carolina Eagle Distributors. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. For Buick, we've got Envistas at 0.9 with $1,000 purchase allowance. Encore GX 0.9 with $2,250 in purchase allowance. Envision also with 0.9 with $1,750 in purchase allowance. And Enclave 0.9 with $750 in purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Pepper, oh no, they didn't. Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at PapaJohns.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Konbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome into a Football Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here in the First Flight Credit Union Studios. Coming to you on Pirate Radio, 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. We're on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. We are on YouTube for the next 3 hours. Like, subscribe, and check in to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube daily. Hell, I'd say more hourly. For the videos, the interviews, everything we've got going on this football season, because it is that time and we are excited. Excitement time, some would say, around these parts as we gear up for Pirate football, college football, NFL, high school football, and all the talk that comes along with it. And we will talk a lot of football on today's show. Jared Watkins will go one-on-one with Chris Stewart, the play-by-play voice of Alabama. He's going to talk to Chris Stewart at, I believe, 4:30, and we're going to have that for you in hour 3 of our show today. So we will get to know the first opponent that ECU faces this year, Alabama. We'll get Jeff Nadu's thoughts on Alabama, because Nadu will join us to break down the SEC on today's show. Who would he pick to win it? Who is his favorite QB in the SEC? How many SEC teams make the playoffs? Is it a bounce-back year for Lenore Sellers in South Carolina? We'll talk about it all with Nadu coming up in hour number 2. We'll talk some Pirate football with Rahjai Harris. Blake Harrell talked about the running back room yesterday after day 1 of practice, and we'll get Rahjai to break down the running backs on this ECU roster. Got that coming up later on in today's show. We'll talk to the head football coach at Ayden-Grifton as we continue to break down the area high school teams. Garrett Wingate is at Ayden-Grifton, so we'll talk some Chargers football coming up at 5 o'clock, and we'll go high school, college, and NFL with Big Ten Cappy Zach Kaplan, who will join us coming up in about 20 minutes or so. We got Jared Watkins here. We got the Jackman here. Avery will join us a little bit later, I believe. So we may have a Jeremiah Melvin. We will have a Jeremiah Melvin fact coming your way on this Thursday. Jared Watkins is here. Hey, Jared.
So,
football, man. Football's up.
Damn right.
We got a game tonight. We got the Hall of Fame game tonight. More on that in a moment. Jackman is here as well. Jackson on the video, and we'll slide over to audio when Avery gets here. What's up, Jack? How are you doing? What are y'all doing in there?
He filmed the video for the Open and then just puts the phone down.
Care.
Like, I'm not going to post it at 4 o'clock.
Mic on. Sorry. Jared, yesterday I talked to Ryan Bowie from South Central, and I believe you said, good thing you shaved, or it would have looked like it was you interviewing you. I just got a comment on Twitter from Drew commenting on these videos saying, I thought this was Tweeting Clip interviewing Tweeting Clip. Just two good-looking guys talking football. Are you busy? I'm sorry, man. Are you busy?
Yeah, I'm busy. Like, what?
Okay. All right. My bad. I got you. I'll talk.
Hey, everybody. Welcome into the show. Good to have you here on a Thursday. Everybody's feeling good, fired up for football here on a Thursday. Going to be a fantastic show. Blake Harrell and the Pirates practicing on the field this week, and we will have more Harrell audio coming your way next week here on Pirate Radio Live. And after day one, Blake was, I guess, happy. Said he wanted to clean some things up. I talked about this with Junior Smith yesterday. The issues he had, it sounded like, were not nitpicky, but they weren't big issues. They were. I want to see guys in the meeting rooms, when I call out to them, answer a little loudly with a little more gusto. I want a little bit more attention paid. Things like that. It was very small things. So I think that is a positive sign that there was no overwhelming issues coming out of that practice. I don't think we played the opening comments. Can we play Blake Harrell's opening comments from Wednesday after day one of practice? Back to football for the Pirates.
To me, it's an exciting time of year, probably my favorite time of the year. If you look at the season, the year long, I enjoy all of it, and I enjoy being a football coach. But something about camp, when you get the opportunity to put that ball down and see the guys go at it and get that competition going, just gets you going. And this is what I love doing, and being a ball coach, and so many of our players and coaches do the same. We know that camp is about building a foundation. Camp is about building the base of that house, the base of that pyramid that's going to help us grow throughout the season. If we don't take care of what's important right now in camp and building that foundation, we're going to have a weak foundation that's going to crumble some point in the season. As I told our players last night, we're going to make camp tough, as everybody in the country is. So you have to learn how to handle adversity, but you got to keep pushing away comfort. Because at some point in camp, comfort can slide in. It can slide in, and you get kind of okay with that, and it can just it can cripple you. So we got to be very cautious that we don't let that happen. We have more summer access than we ever had to our players, and we'll even have more next summer. But there's something different about summer access, OTA, and the speed you can play at, or the speed you can go, or the number of reps you can get in because of the limitations of hours compared to camp. You're probably looking at quadruple, triple the number of reps you get in on a camp day. So some of our guys got to learn the acclimatization of that, learn to adjust to that. Today was one of our shorter practices working into it, and it'll kind of grow throughout the week. First day in helmets. But excited, had really good energy out there, really good juice. Those guys are moving around. Guys know where they're going. We just got to do it with a little bit more urgency, intent, and purpose about those things. So I think we're moving in the right direction. Obviously, we got to continue to improve on that and get better every single day, and that's what camp's about. You get to turn around and do it tomorrow. Unlike spring practice, you have 2 or 3 days before you do it again. In fall camp, preseason camp, you go right at the next day. So fired up about the next few weeks, and fired up to see where our program goes and how much we can grow each and every single day.
And the days are dwindling. 30 days away on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff. And we are quickly approaching the start of ECU football season, and a lot of Bama talk coming up with their play-by-play voice, Chris Stewart, and Nadu later on in the show. The countdown to kickoff brought to you by David Price Construction, run by ECU alum David Price. David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, large-scale residential renovations, and additions. Give them a call today, 919-292-5532, or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. For all your commercial or custom residential and building needs, David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Go Pirates. All right. Can we check in studio? No? We're good? All right. Let's get Jarrett back on the show. Jarrett, how you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Everything good?
Yeah.
All right. Because I thought we were good. Like we
are good.
We had a good chat right before the show about Chris Stewart interview.
Yeah, I just gotta get this stupid video out.
And we come on and like, I don't understand. I
was a little late to this process.
Sup? And then you're feeling like I need you, man.
I got you.
Because I got you. I need you to have me.
I got you.
You got me?
I got you.
I got you. Jamie says, hey now. Lane says, I hate the Phillies. Everything is not awesome. I need football season. I saw a list of players under the most pressure this year. Number one with a bullet, Jalen Hurts.
He's a great communicator.
I'm a great communicator. Jalen Hurts, player with the most pressure going into this NFL season. So that's for you, Lane.
I was thinking everybody would be pretty high on the Eagles, and then I listened to Bill Simmons' podcast, and people hate the Eagles this year.
Well, you know what? If that's the case, Dallas is winning the NFC East.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that more and more as we get closer.
Giants are going to be a big bust. Eagles come crashing down. I've seen enough Redskins football team, Commanders football in my life to not have zero expectations. So, folks, your Dallas Cowboys are going to win the NFC East this year. But don't fret. They'll lose in the playoffs. Don't freak out.
I'm not dumb like some Cowboy fans.
Kenny Curlings, is he dumb like some Cowboy fans?
Blind faith.
Kenny says anger issues. Jamie says yikes. Susan says, oh no, meltdown at the beginning of the show. Keep it together, guys. Kenny says somebody call Shirley. It's falling apart. Yeah. I mean, Shirley leaves and here we go. I think we're good now.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, man. I don't know. You must not know about me. Robert says DeBoer seemed a little unsettled in his presser yesterday. Not trying to read too much into it. Maybe SEC pressure. I don't know, Robert. Maybe that week one opponent is looming and he's getting a little nervous. I don't know. Could be. But I'm excited to hear what Chris Stewart has to say about this Alabama team. I'll talk about it with Nadu. Outside of Ryan Williams, doesn't this feel like a very nameless, this is probably scary to say, they're going to have some dogs, but like nameless, faceless Alabama opponents?
Well, I think without Nick Saban, I'm not going to say they have nameless and faceless people. I think people just don't care anymore. And you got a bunch of attention holders in Lane Kiffin and the drama at Ole Miss.
True.
And Arch Manning and Georgia's Georgia.
There's bigger storylines. And
maybe that's good for Alabama. Maybe this is what they need.
A kick in the pants. Yeah, I mean, I guess more talented rosters. Would you say pound for pound, Georgia, Texas, more talented rosters than Alabama overall? We've got some North Carolina news. And I don't want to laugh at this one.
Yeah, no.
Could be serious. Bill Belichick announced that his son, Steve Belichick, is on medical leave and out indefinitely. I don't like that word, indefinitely. It says looking to get him back as soon as possible. It says we will coach defense collectively as a staff. He says we coach defense collectively as a staff and will continue to do that. So, again, the news just does not get any better for North Carolina. The GM Lombardi on administrative leave. You've got now the young Belichick out indefinitely due to health issues. And sometimes all these things go wrong and you're able to rally together and come out great on the other side. If I had to pick how this ends up, I would not take that option. I would take the other option, that it is a complete flame out and Belichick's done after 2 years in Chapel Hill, but we shall see. We got some, tried to get up with Mully before the show, but he could not answer my call because he said he was on a call about what I wanted to ask him about. A couple of news items regarding the Schnabels. Nick Schnabel, former Pirate and coach at Clemson, is no longer going to be a coach at Clemson. Clemson tweeted out, thank you, coach, and good luck on your next move. Schnabel announces departure from Clemson baseball program. He was the hitting coach, infielders coach, recruiting coordinator since 2023. But he is stepping down to pursue other interests. And another Schnabel-related note, We've got Cal Schnabel, great baseball name, has committed to the Pirates, it appears. So Cal Schnabel is going to be a future Pirate. There's your Schnabel news update. But wondering what Nick's next move is. Maybe we can get up with Mully during the show.
When he play here?
He was a Godwin teammate. Nick Schnabel. Let's see if I can find his stats. College baseball stats. Schnabel. 2-year ECU career, hit .333, 5 dingers, 29 doubles, 58 RBIs, 106 runs, 19 stolen bases, first team All-CAA in 99, and the CAA Defensive Player of the Year. Helped the Pirates win league titles and secure #1 seeds in the regionals both seasons, drafted by the Montreal Expos. That is the Nick Schnabel file. And also... coached at Clemson, Michigan, and we'll see what his next move is. I would assume something to do with baseball, so we'll keep an eye out for that. All right, any other news and notes of the day? I've got some things I want to do with Jarrett and Zach next segment, NFL related and maybe college football related as well. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. A lot of day baseball today. You got the Angels on top of the Orioles 4-1 in the 8th inning. It is the Reds 6, A's 3 in the 9th. The Mets lead the Guardians 6-5 in the 7th inning. They brought up that guy that does like a split, like a break dance every time he strikes out a guy. Have y'all seen him? Seen his highlights? That's going to get old pretty fast. But the Mets brought that dude up, and I saw him do his first dance celebration after a strikeout today.
Wait. The pitcher does a split.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find a video of it.
What are we doing?
It's very Mets. It's very all flash, no substance. So classic New York Mets. But yeah, Jose Ramirez was making fun of him in the dugout earlier. But let's see. I think here's the dude. There he goes. Gets the strikeout. Jumps up in the air.
Cut him. Cut him. What are we doing?
They just brought him up.
Cut him. Bring him up to humiliate him. Like, what the hell is that?
Yep.
This is the major leagues, man.
It's
not banana ball. Like, look, I hate on banana ball, but like that's the place for it. This is Major League Baseball.
Jarrett's in his early to mid-20s.
Mid-20s, exactly. I mean, dead in the middle.
You're very mid.
Yes.
And he has the thoughts of an old man, but everybody over the age of, I don't know, 45.
6 thinks this is ridiculous. Like, you have to be a toddler to think that is cool.
Here's what I'd like. I want to know who thinks this is good. Like, who likes that?
Like, okay, if it's like, hey, bottom 9, up 1, whatever.
So what was the situation when he did it?
But you said, I'm going in blind. You said after every strikeout.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm reacting to.
All right, this is 4-3 in the 6th inning.
Yeah. A lot of ball game left, pal. Like,
he does like a little Dion slide after the celebration.
I'm all for celebrating, but you really have done nothing.
I just think that comes back to bite you. Like, if he struck out every batter, that would be cool.
I want to see him jump up in the pitcher, not even see it, and go to throw the ball back. And yeah.
Mets lead 9-5. A reason to be breakdancing on the mound.
There you go.
Pirates 2-2 in the 4th. And the Blue Jays lead 1-0 over the Cubs. The Red Hot Cubbies, who just dismantled the Dodgers all week. They're losing to the Blue Jays today, 1-0. Any finals? No. Braves, Red Hot. They have been handling the Marlins this week after handling the Nationals. They got the Marlins again coming up tonight at 7:15 as the Braves have 69 wins. Let's do a quick check because I believe there's definitely a new sheriff in town when it comes to the most wins in baseball. That is the Milwaukee Brewers. And then the big bad Dodgers, the greatest team ever assembled, the team that is ruining Major League Baseball as we know it. They have the same amount of wins as the Braves. 69 wins. So the Dodgers have not won since they ruined baseball. It's pretty funny. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Big Ten Cappy, Zach Kaplan will join us. We'll talk high school, college, NFL. And we'll do an exercise that I think is fun. It's very inconsequential, but I love kickoff times, TV networks, where games are put. And I saw something that I guess was on TikTok, and then they talked about it on Mostly Sports. So Zach and Jarrett and myself will do a little exercise, talk a little Hall of Fame game, Panthers and Cardinals, and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live. Great opening segment. Back with you after this.
And now a word from our sponsor, Bud Light. There's nothing better than the clean, crisp... what if we just got out of here and grabbed some Bud Lights?
But man, we're on air for 4 more hours.
They'll figure it out.
Sounds good to me.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. Stock up now. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Is your car making strange noises? Or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care. From quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service. Keeping Greenville moving.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray from Carolina Caliber. Whether you're getting pumped to cheer on the Pirates or prepping for a deer stand, here's a reminder. There's a time to amp it up and a time to tone it down. Save the noise for game day. Quiet your cannon with a suppressor from Carolina Caliber. We specialize in making suppressor ownership easier than ever, guiding you through every step of the process. We carry top brands like Silencer Co., Surefire, Thunderbeast Arms, Huxworks, Bagara, and many more. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Bring the taste of New England to your table at Basil's. Try the crispy clam fritters, fresh Cape Cod chopped salad, classic linguine with clam sauce, or the savory Clams Casino pizza. Every dish is packed with bold coastal flavor and made fresh just for you. Pair it with your favorite beer, wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted cocktails. Eat local, drink local. Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting pirates.
College football is almost here, and there's no better way to kick off the season than behind the wheel of a powerful new Ram from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Right now, get 12% below MSRP on Tradesman, Bighorn, and Laramie models, and get 15% below MSRP on select premium trims. Tailgate season starts now, so don't wait. Drive a little to save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where the deals are championship caliber.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here, and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown-friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around, our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State State Farm is
This
there.
is Ethan Norby, left-handed pitcher for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back in Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Clip Rock here with you. I'm that Phillies guy that won that contest that got to go to the radio. Might play some of that. A Phillies fan, I guess, won an auction to call an inning. And sounded like that can't be his real voice. He was doing like an impression of a 1920s announcer, like Vin Scully or something. Welcome back in. We got the Jackman. We got Avery, who is joining us. Do we have a Jeremiah Melvin fact later on coming up on the show?
Of course.
All right. I like to hear it. Avery got to send me a picture of Jeremiah Melvin while he was stretching the other day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's odd.
What's odd? Melvin. He's committed to the bit.
Well, I mean, there were multiple opportunities. They were running drills prior to stretching, and just the fact that he was like, "This is the picture."
It was the picture.
It was a picture of him from behind.
Look, if that's the picture he wants to get, I'm just thinking of outside perception. People.
It's a long fall camp. That was like, it's early. I want to see him stretching. Next one, I'd like to see him running a route. Next one, I'll see him catch a pass.
I was just sitting and there was nothing to really like video or take pictures of, so I took the best picture I could.
It's him on all fours with his ass in the air.
Awesome.
Let's see. I got a video of him.
Oh, yeah? Did you see him do anything? All right, here he goes. And look at the hands.
Yeah.
Run after the catch. And he's wearing number 80.
81.
81. All right. Let's say, well, first of all, can you believe we've been cross-talking this much and have not heard a peep from this guy? I'm very proud of him. From WNCT Channel 9, he is Zach Kaplan.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Clip.
Jamie said Clip tries to get Zach to talk before he's introduced. I swear to the good Lord above, that was not a game. That was nothing. That was just us talking Jeremiah Melvin. But the silence from Zach did catch me off guard after a while.
There was one time, vividly, I remember, where you tried to go as long as possible without actually introducing me.
This was not.
There was a specific
one of those times.
This is not one of them.
Couple of questions, Zach. I noticed the back of your head is. Is
it ridiculous?
No. Are you cutting it shorter, or has it always been that way? Maybe I just haven't noticed.
More of a summer thing. You know,
all right.
Like a camp cut, if you will.
Question one, asked and answered. Question two, you and Avery had a dap up. It was like two old high school football teammates that hadn't seen each other in 40 years. Are y'all that close?
We're basically best friends at this point.
It was like y'all did.
It was smooth.
There was a hug.
It was we basically best friends. Yep.
Yep.
Like at the most.
Bless you.
At the most, I'll do a fist bump or just a hello. Like y'all really, I didn't know y'all were tight that way.
I was going for the Key and Peele skit where Obama, daps up.
I know the skit.
His friends.
You don't need to explain it. Okay. I know the skit.
You can look it up on YouTube.
You can
Key
find
and Peele Obama skit.
It's pretty famous.
Yeah, you'll find it. That was me.
Any weather updates, Zach?
For today, for the week.
Today.
Now, explain that reference because I'm not on the inside. I don't know it.
Yesterday, practice hasn't even started. Players are barely on the field, and it's beginning to rain. Like it's noticeable. You can see it on people's shirts. Everybody's feeling it. And Zach says it's supposed to start raining in 5 minutes. It's like, yeah, it's raining right now. You don't need to look at your phone. You can put the weather app.
That's relying a little bit too much on technology.
Jared was not happy.
Well, it was 8 a.m, and it's obviously raining.
Jared, it's just not that happy at 8 a.m. Also, not that happy at 3 p.m.
Yeah, what's going on? I didn't catch the first 5 minutes of the show. Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you didn't.
Is it worth going back to?
No, it's not. It's
just a lot of things that I'm not used to doing that I
have to now do.
And I yelled. I will say, like, obviously, I'm playing a role when I'm pretending to be that angry.
Right.
It's not real.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit upset.
That's fine.
What do you mean it's fine? You're allowing me to be upset? Thank you. I
Permission granted.
Yeah, thank you, Jarrett. Next time I think about getting upset, I'll ask you if it's okay.
Yes.
Wait, just make sure you remember.
I'm starting to get George is getting upset. Jamie said, "Did you guys see the article? Top 10 villains college football all time?"
No.
Haven't.
Let's run it down. Number 10, Caleb Williams.
All time villain? No.
What did he do? He hit the portal.
Painted his nails?
Got a Hello Kitty phone case.
That makes you an all-time college
Cried in the
football
stands.
villain?
I'm just saying what people might hate him for.
But how does that make you a villain?
No way.
Yeah, he's not a villain.
That's recent.
You're not a villain if you go 7-5 in your last season.
Number 9, Prime Time.
You were alive for that, so I can't speak to
Now, is this speaking on, because it has a picture of him as a player. He was a villain as a player because of the dancing and taunting, and plus he was awesome.
I guess 2 different eras of villain.
I could call him a villain as a coach as well. Like leaving Jackson State.
Yeah.
I was going to say the way he did he leave it bad? But
And he told the rest of the Big Ten and maybe Pac-12 his first year how he was going to come in and show people how it was done. I think that probably ruffled some feathers.
He quadrupled their win total from the season prior, so can't fault him there.
That he did. And then
I guess, is this supposed to be funny or something?
What website is it?
It's Ryan McGee.
Ryan McGee,
Okay.
maybe a little tongue-in-cheek.
All right, so I probably need to read all the words that go with this because number 8 is Tim Tebow. Like they need to change the title from supervillain. You can put him on a list of people that got sick of him. I could see that.
Yeah.
But like he wasn't a villain, obviously.
No.
And this is when I thought it was tongue in cheek because number 7 is ESPN and it's on ESPN.com. So
Okay.
Number 6,
Fox Sports better be 1.
Number 6, Notre Dame. Number 5, the 90 Miami Hurricanes. All right, now we're talking villains. The Boz is number 4. Johnny Football, number 3. Lane Kiffin, number 2. And that's who I would have had at number 1. Steve Spurrier for the kids.
Awesome.
Nobody talked better trash than Steve Spurrier. You can't spell citrus without UT. That's with Tennessee going to the Citrus Bowl. He called Florida State, FSU, Free Shoes University after they got shopping sprees to Foot Locker. So I do agree with Jamie. I'm kind of shocked. But where is Urban Meyer?
Yeah, I would think. I mean, he's pissed off at least 3 different fan bases at this point.
Or the player he had that murdered a guy.
Well, that wasn't good either.
But that was not in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll give him a pass. Brad says, I wonder if Roll Tide Willie is nervous about the Pirates week 1.
I don't give a piss about Pirates.
Come on now.
Let's clean it up.
No Alabama fans are worried about the Pirates, and that let's be like they wouldn't be worried about Boise State or any of the. In fact,
any G5 except Troy, maybe
outside of like Georgia and Texas. They probably don't get worried about those opponents. Like they are Alabama, and they at a time had a reason to be high and mighty. I think that time might be ending if it hasn't already. So, but I'm just getting in their mindset. They do not care about ECU, and hopefully we can use that to our advantage when we play them.
I think the first game they're really worried about would be Florida State 2 weeks later, only because of how last year went. Regardless of how Florida State was the rest of the year.
Kenny says Alabama is a middle-of-the-pack team in the SEC. That's not saying they suck, but they're not the big bad wolf. I would say like upper middle class, but
yeah. Well, with there being 16 teams,
yeah, they're not 8th.
No,
but they're not first. They're 4th, 5th,
4 to 6.
Yeah,
they're in the 4 to 6 range. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, big story here.
What do we got?
LaMelo Ball moving out of Charlotte penthouse this summer.
All right, so I hadn't watched this, but I guess his mover took a video of his house, and it's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life. It looks like when you go to the county fair and you like walk through the mirrors and like neon lights and stuff. It is stupid.
Pretty sure he had a basketball goal in his kitchen.
He has a child.
Maybe that's what he was going for. Just like one of those like carnival houses, carnival glass houses. But don't throw stones when you live in a glass house.
You done with this part of the segment?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right.
I think I'm all good.
Hey, you took a swing.
Kenny said it was good running into Zach the other night. We had a good talk. Well, anytime you run into Zach, you're going to have a talk, a long talk.
Yeah.
Did you see Kenny Curley?
I did.
All right,
It's great to see Kenny. Good to
Where
see
at?
you. The Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie said Avery will be interning at Channel 9 starting tomorrow. There's none of that going on here, is there?
No, I wouldn't tamper with your players.
Well, Bailey has done it for decades now.
Yeah, but that's, he has a legacy, he's I leave that to Double B.
All right. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. All right.
Yep, no tampering.
Let's real quick before we take a break. So again, Jarrett, how long were you guys out there for your portion in the morning yesterday for ECU football?
Like 30 minutes?
I'd say about 30.
Okay.
Probably more like 40. A couple periods we couldn't shoot, so they gave us a couple periods on the back end. So
let me ask you this.
40 minutes.
When there are periods you're not allowed to shoot but be out there, what are you doing? Taking mental notes? John,
I'm just watching.
Yes.
Okay.
Noticing things.
Well,
observing things.
On those notes, my point is kind of that we get to talk to Coach Arrow after practice. You get to see a little bit early on, but we're not seeing the meat. We're not getting a ton of stuff. But I do, if there's anything at all, because listeners or viewers are thirsty for ECU football, the smallest thing, Zach, could make a Pirate fan's day if they hear it. Did you take away anything from day one at practice?
Yeah, took away a couple things. We got
But don't say what it is because I don't want people to know.
Oh.
That's just for us. Just kidding. Go ahead and tell them.
Emory Williams changed his number. It took me until about halfway through practice.
How do you change a number when you don't even have a number?
Yeah.
He played in the spring game in 11.
I'm getting old and cranky.
He's now number 9.
Okay.
I didn't tell him to do that, for the record. That's not an NIL deal.
You are such a ham.
So that was not me.
George Bush knew.
Still, in my Zach Kaplan's opinion, I would say
I hate that you won't do a regular show with me and you huff and puff, but you'll say stuff like that on the air. I just want you to know I hate that. All right, Zach, continue.
In my humble opinion, I would say Mitch Griffiths is a notch above Emory for the starting job as it stands right now.
There's some meat for you, folks.
I was like, well, if you want, I can give you something.
What number is Mitch?
12.
12. Oh, okay.
So
I prefer Mitch.
So it's 9 versus 12 in the quarterback competition.
Wow.
So
all right.
It's not just on TV, folks. It's in real life.
I like that. I'm going to bring that up with Bailey and see who his guy is on Monday.
He automatically becomes an Emory Williams guy now.
Well, Kenny asked, okay, then Zach and J-Bone, who's the number one quarterback? So, Zach, you gave your slight opinion. Jarrett, are you sticking with Mitch week 1, Emory full for the season?
Yeah, that's my thought. But, I mean, just because Mitch was first team yesterday, Blake Harrell said it's going to be day to day. One guy might go 1 this day. One guy might go 2 that day. I didn't put much weight into that. But, yeah, I'm sticking with what I had.
Any other players stand out? Maybe a guy like Jeremiah Melvin, perhaps?
He always stands out. How could he not? I mean, that's Avery's guy. I can't wait until the first time he makes a play in a game because I'm just immediately going to be like...
I hate to be jealous or this catty, but, he was my guy first.
Yeah.
Oh.
You disagree? He's always been my guy.
You just said it funny.
When did he become your guy?
Was he your guy first?
I mean, Rahjai Harris.
We literally, the bit we had was me saying, who's my guy, tall guy? And you said Jeremiah Melvin.
Okay, you got it then.
Thanks. I appreciate you and Jarrett giving me stuff as if I'm asking for it. But he's our guy.
Yeah, he's our guy.
I'd like to say he's Pirate Radio's guy.
My God! Take him in.
Take the pen.
No, he's your guy. I can't wait for the 5th quarter show after he has a pick 6 or does something crazy.
All right.
How would he have a pick 6?
Oh yeah, he's a receiver. Jeez.
Let's go to break.
Touchdown.
This guy.
Touchdown.
This guy's lost all credibility.
I was thinking of a DB in my head from the practice. And
who were you thinking of?
You are terrible.
I was thinking of Alex Moy from Farmville Central. That's my guy because I've known him for a while. And then I said it.
All right, we got it.
Terrible.
Speaking of local guys, Mago Allen in the backfield.
That's great. What about Michael?
Without knowing anything, what do you think the distribution is on a game day at running back? Ashton Gray, what percent? Maggle, what percent? Other guys? We're throwing a dart at the board.
Yeah.
But it feels like Ashton Gray's the number one, right?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
So about 45 for him, 25 for Maggle. Or do you think more for Gray? And I was thinking, how many backs are we going to use?
I was going to say like 60, 30, 10.
Okay.
I feel like they like to go 3 deep in a game, and then sometimes 4 when one gets hurt or cramps. So to me, that's like a 3 to 4 you'll see per week, especially early on this year.
Excited about the running back room. I'm with you, Jarrett.
Excitement time.
You sold me on that.
Yeah.
We'll get Rahjai's thoughts on the running back room when we talk to him later. When we return, more with Zach Kaplan. Talk a little NFL. Back with you after this.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh, hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact CopyPro today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, we've got football on TV tonight. It's the Hall of Fame game live from Canton, Ohio. The Shield, CW, sent me some pictures. He said he snuck into the stadium and was there just last week.
Oh.
And looks like a beautiful place. Not today. Last
Here
week.
I was thinking today. Yeah,
But it's a nice looking stadium. Coming up tonight on NBC. And I've been thinking all week, like, well, am I excited about this at all? Here's what I'm excited about. Not the two crap teams that are in it. No offense. No offense, Avery. We'll talk about the Panthers in a moment. Not the players. It's everything around it. It is seeing two NFL uniforms, different uniforms, on a green grass football field, wearing helmets, pads, hitting each other. I think even more so than that, it's this. It's the music. It's the production. It's Tirico. It's Collinsworth. It's football season.
Yes.
I ended that right at the right spot.
I just can't believe football's back, Clip. This is unbelievable. We got the Panthers and the
Mike, you look at the calendar and it's March, and then you turn your head around, and here we are in Canton.
It's unbelievable. We got Larry Fitzgerald. We got Luke Kuechly. It's just, what more could you ask for this weekend?
But sincerely, that is what I'm excited about, to hear those voices, to see Tirico's bald head. Just to hear Collinsworth just really giddy about every little detail going on.
I want him to talk about watching Georgia Tech last year and Haynes King. I mean, he makes all the plays.
Your Collinsworth goes into Gruden a little bit. Mine goes into Mike Patrick. Holy cow.
What is Brittany doing with her life?
I thought he was doing Gruden, and I was like, that is just disgusting. That is awful.
No,
and then he hit some cadence, and I was like, oh.
I just can't believe it.
Avery, as a Panthers fan, what is your excitement level for the Hall of Fame game?
I'm just ready for football to be back.
Okay.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Political answer there.
Avery, a.k.a. Mr. Energy, we call him around here.
Avery Fauci.
Wow. All right. Let's do an exercise, boys. I saw this. I guess the dude was doing it on the TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Still going from J-Phone.
Yeah. Jarrett's mentioned Fauci and George W. Bush on the show so far today. If you got a bingo card.
Mission accomplished.
Is there a column that you're trying to just get them all? Like, is there one part of the board?
I saw this and mostly sports talked about it. So I love this stuff. So I'm going to name two NFL teams. I'm going to name an NFL game, and we're going to slot them on Thursday night, Sunday at 1, Sunday at 4, Sunday night, Monday Night Football.
Gotcha.
And it's going to be one of those blind deals. We don't know who's coming up next. So we're going to try to put together the perfect weekend of football for football fans out there.
Let's do it.
All right. So we will start with game one. Let's hope this website works. Let's spin it. and see the first two teams I'm going to give you guys. You know what, Zach? I don't want you to see.
It's a blind deal. You can't look.
Yeah.
I'm looking away.
All right. Our first matchup will be the Los Angeles Rams. So this is already a pretty big game.
Oh.
At the Tennessee Titans.
Titans. 1 o'clock, Jim.
All right. Jarrett has a 1 o'clock Sunday feel for this game. And I think I'm going to have to co-sign on that.
Make it 3 S's. You're going to Hollywood.
Tough. This is tough. Rams going west to east at 1 o'clock.
Tough body clock game.
But boy, no offense, Chad, the Titans ruined that one. That could have been a primetime game. But instead, it is going in the 1 o'clock Sunday window on Fox. All right, game 2 will be a playoff team from last year, the Denver Broncos. And they will be traveling to Pittsburgh. This, off the top of my head, feels like a Sunday night game, to be honest.
I was going to go Monday night.
Yeah, this feels like a Monday. I think we can get better for Sunday.
I agree. I'm not really even saying the teams. I'm just saying I'm not saying the teams as they are now. I'm saying classically, like when you think Steelers.
Yeah.
It's Aaron Rodgers. They're going to want to put him on Sunday Night Football. I'll put it Monday night, but I think this could be a Sunday night matchup.
This is the Black Friday game.
Broncos at Steelers. That is the What network's that?
Prime.
And the Steelers are losing going into the fourth quarter, and then Renegade plays and they win.
Boy, how sleepy is Al Michaels going to be on calls this year? He's a legend, but man,
it's time.
All right, we are sticking with the AFC West here because the Kansas City Chief.
Go Chief!
Kansas City Chief.
At the Arizona Cardinals. This is Thursday.
That's a 405. Not a this doesn't even get 420.
This is not America's Game of the Week at 425. No. This is a local 405.
This is Mark Sanchez on the call.
Perfect.
This game can only be seen in Missouri, Kansas, and Arizona. Nowhere else in the United States.
Not even good enough for Thursday night. No. All right. We are still looking for our game of the week Sunday night and also a Thursday nighter. So we've given ourselves a little bit of leeway. All right, Patriots. So at least you've got one, significant team, a team of significance in this matchup. The Patriots will be playing at the Chargers.
Now, is this week 1 or any week? Because the Thursday night game has a lot more weight week 1.
I think this is any week during the NFL season.
Right,
I'm ready to put this Sunday night.
Sunday night, yeah.
Sunday night.
All right.
Herbert and Drake May. 70% Patriots fans at SoFi.
I wouldn't even. I'd say more.
I kind of like the strategy too of leaving the Thursday night game open because hey, we might get a good one, but if we get a crap one, that's okay.
On Thursday night
because it's Thursday night.
And people will watch.
So let's see who's watching
because it's on TV.
Who we're watching on Thursday night. And oh my God, the New York Jets.
Perfect.
Yep.
There you go.
Sorry, folks.
Give me the Raiders, Gino.
Sorry, I'm giving you a crap game for Thursday night football, and that game is the Jets at the Panthers. This game should not be televised.
It should be on Fubo, and that's
this is on Adult Swim, 1 a.m.
What's the network Ken has watch Wilmington on?
WNCT.
Flow Sports.
Flow Sports.
The Flow Sports.
All right, so our football lineup, how did we do? Thursday night, Jets at Panthers. I would like to maybe switch that with Rams and Titans.
Yeah.
If possible.
Yeah,
but we got Rams at Titans Sunday at 1, Chiefs at Cardinals Sunday at 4. First of all, if these are the games you're getting only, I apologize. But it gets better. Sunday night, Patriots at Chargers. Monday night, Broncos at Steelers.
I think we did the best we could do.
Under the
circumstances. I agree. I think we did as well. Zach, your football thoughts as we sit here on August the 6th.
You have a preference what level we talk about?
When I say, Zach, talk football, what's the first thing that pops in your head? Is it Matt Campbell? Is it the high schools you're covering? Is it East Carolina? What is it?
Brown.
I mean, we spent plenty of time at East, but it's probably about the Hall of Fame game tonight. Just seeing what the Panthers look like. Can they avoid anyone getting hurt? That's the big question.
The answer is no.
Probably.
You mean moving forward? Because they've already had a ton of injuries.
Yeah, no, I mean moving forward.
Yeah.
It's just been one after another and killed what felt like a promising Panthers season coming in. I mean, or may have killed. I mean, it's still too early to say. But we'll see how they look tonight. And by how I mean the backups. College-wise, getting more and more excited, trying to figure out preseason bets, what I like, what I don't. Starting to lean more into the idea of ECU making Bama uncomfortable in week 1.
Okay.
And high school, it's been a lot of media days this week. I'm going to be out at your stomping grounds at the old Hollywood Crossroads tomorrow morning, the traditional Tarboro at Conley scrimmage. So I'm going to stop by that and try to hit a couple more this weekend and get a sense of who's good, who's got what it takes to be a contender this year. Still very early. We're definitely in talking season with high school football for sure.
Big time. We're doing that a lot on this program. We'll talk some Aiden Grifton football with Garrett Wingate later on in our show. Hate that we missed you and the great food on Friday, but another great. Thank you for sharing the coaches poll with me, and a little surprised to see Conley at third because of their inexperience, I guess. But Jacksonville 1, Rose 2, Conley 3.
Yes, expected 1 and 2. Thought we'd see Newbern over Conley in the middle there. We'll be curious, like I said, curious to see what Conley looks like tomorrow. But I think that's a respect to Nate Connor and the job that his staff does. And it seems like every year they still find their way to being competitive and giving teams tight games, even when they're undermanned as far as athletes and as far as difference makers go. They just kind of are able to hang with a lot of teams that are probably above their weight class, but still find ways to keep it interesting.
All right, Big Ten Cappy joining us. Does Stephon Diggs have anything left in the tank?
I think he does. I think he can be decent for the Commanders. How long it lasts and whether he has any legal trouble he's got to sort out along with that is the question. But it's
his attorney, Gerald Watkins.
The whole charges have been dropped. Check the court records.
Oh, I forgot. His representation is on this show.
Yeah.
He's free to go?
If you're an athlete that I somewhat respect and like, I will always be in your defense.
I will say
better call J-Bone.
His understanding of his client, Miles Bridges, was not 100%. So I had to educate him on that a little bit.
Yeah, the court will strike that from the record.
Yes. Zach, how would you describe this segment?
I would call it done and dusted.
We will take a break, come back, hour 2, talking more football, SEC preview with Jeff Nadu, and when we return, Rahjai Harris talks Pirate running backs after this timeout.
What's going on here?
The greatest party of all time! It's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life!
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph. Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party. Brought to you by Greenville Utilities, Jones, Covey & Company, PA, Capital Subaru of Greenville, KDL Construction, New Blue, Patio and Hearth Shop, Orthopedics East, IBC Roofing, and Carolina Eagle Distributors. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
You want the college experience, the campus, the community, the feeling that your life is about to take shape. At Pitt Community College, you get all of that. PCC graduates move on to a university or launch careers they love with little or no debt. Registration for fall semester is going on now. Classes begin August 14th. Your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Let's get started. Start your future today at pittcc.edu/get started.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com. Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. They're now open 7 days a week, and you can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's send it back in for the start of Hour 2. Hey, here's clip.
All right, the NFL can stand for not for long, and stars of yesterday can become forgotten tomorrow. And I had forgotten this guy was a thing at all in the NFL. So the Giants wide receivers are Malik Neighbors, who is really, really talented, Darius Slayton, Darnell Mooney, Calvin Austin III, and a rookie, Malachi Fields. Do you guys know who is competing? There's a couple of names that are trying to be the 6th and 7th receivers on the Giants roster. Do you know who they are?
Isn't Jalen Hyatt still there from Tennessee?
I don't believe so.
Ain't Odell there?
Odell Beckham
Odell's
Jr.
there.
Where is Hyatt? Because he was kind of highly sought after coming out of Tennessee. And I guess
he was a Giant last I saw.
According to this, he's still with the Giants, but I don't see his name in the article here. But Odell Beckham Jr. competing to be on the roster, and Juju Smith-Schuster, another name
He's
that
still in the league?
Yeah, exactly. That I hadn't heard from in a while. So you got some old folks trying to make NFL rosters, these camps. All right, let's talk some Pirate football with our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris, who joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Make it a Basil's night, folks. Rahjai likes the wings. I like the pizza pies and the pastas, but they got a ton of great options at Basil's, and a great night to get some wings and watch some football. Hall of Fame game. We'll touch on that a little bit and talk Pirates right now. Rahjai, appreciate you joining us. How you doing, man?
Man, I can't complain, man. I'm blessed, my guy. How about yourself?
Hey, we're doing great. We're doing great. We are another day closer to football. The players reported on Tuesday, and the first practice was Wednesday. And I got a Blake Harrell cut I'm going to play you here in just a moment. But let's talk about this time of year, Rahjai. One thing Blake Harrell said Monday on the Brian Bailey show when he asked him, what do you want your first day to look like? He said, I don't want it to look like the first day. I want it to be crisp, and I want the guys to come in, know what they're doing. And it sounded like for the most part that happened yesterday. But how about that, Rahjai? What do you remember about it's day one, but we need it to feel like it's day 10? You can't go there to get ready. You got to be ready on day one.
Definitely, man. And as a freshman and stuff like that, man, you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. You feel what I'm saying? So as I got older and got wiser, man, I understood what I was getting myself into, man. So, like, understand I got to be well conditioned. I got to be mentally focused enough to know the plays before I even get out there. I don't want the coach coming up to me, let me know the play. I want to stand out in different aspects, during camp, because camp is an evaluation period for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So the pressure is on, man, but the pressure is a privilege. You feel what I'm saying? The opportunity is going to be there for you to make plays. All you got to do is go make plays, man.
Rahjai, there was a high school coach last week that wouldn't let players practice because they didn't pass their hydration test. What kind of test was there? Any of that? I know was there conditioning test. What did you have to do just to kind of be able to practice at ECU?
Yeah, man. So the conditioning test is like a week before they let you go back home and stuff. But yeah, it's like 16, 20, something like that. 110. But yeah, man, it get real with that, man. But the hydration test, it's important, of course, man. You got to be hydrated, man. Of course, man, for like injuries and stuff like that, man. But you did it every day while I was at ECU. You did the P test before practice, and they just checked it and everything, made sure it was okay. And you did it before the games and everything like that, man. But it's key. It really is key, man. It's important to take care of it, man. It's important to take care of your body, eat the right things, drink plenty of water, man, because in that time you're going to lose so much weight, and it's going to be water weight. So having that water, having that the right food is going to be really, really important.
I'm just curious about this, Rahjai, and for the 21-year-olds on the team, do the coaches say anything about alcohol? And not even in like a, hey guys, don't drink, but like it is dehydrating, right? So like, is there any talk of that during the season?
It is, man. It is, man. But like I said, man, a lot of them guys are young, and they're gonna have to go through that. You feel what I'm saying? Like you done heard it, man. You got to go through something to understand it. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It's definitely been spoke about though, for sure. In that locker room, up top. But like I said, man, a lot of guys just got to go through that period. But during camp, you're not feeling like going out. You're not feeling like doing anything extra. So I mean, that's really not even a thought for real. Well, not for me at least. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the guys that I was around, but it really shouldn't be a thought for anybody that's really focused on the season.
I figured all those guys I saw downtown when I was in school that played football, they were probably drinking water when they were out, I would imagine.
Yeah, man. But I tell you what, though, Clip, it was 1 year, man. It was like the last we could count. I think it was like one of the last days, man. Everybody just had a day, man. We just went out, man, and had fun, man.
Yeah.
It's like a celebration at camp. But, it do get real in camp, especially in the first 2 weeks, man. And as a freshman, I can remember, man, I was calling my dad. Games was getting canceled, stuff like that, man. And I still felt like I was in camp, man. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was telling my dad, I'm like, man, my experience was just crazy. COVID and everything like that, man. But camp is what it is, man. You definitely got to prepare mentally way before you step on that field.
Rahjai Harris joining us. Let's talk running backs, Rahjai. Blake Harrell was asked by Jared about the running back room, and we got a couple of newcomers we're excited about, a couple of familiar names as well. Here's what Blake Harrell said about it.
Yeah, that running back room is awesome. Like those young men work. Coach Griffin's doing a great job in there. Super excited to have him in Greenville, him and his family. Just really good people, the whole family there. But he is pushing that running back room. Obviously, the newcomers, Ashton Gray and Michael Allen, have been very impressive. And Michael Allen's a guy that continues to grow on you. each and every day. And he had a great summer. May have been our fastest running back or one of our fastest running backs in the room, the biggest vertical, the best squat, really impressive weight room numbers. Now, he's obviously got to take that to the grass, but he's done a great job, and just looking forward to him getting back to dominant football. I know he's had a tough career, battled some injuries, but I'm looking for big things out of him. Ashton Gray is another one we've talked about. You see the athleticism there. I want to see what he's going to do during the tough times. Is he going to put the team on his back? Is he going to get the extra yards? Is he going to take care of the football? And DeJuan Lacey, we already mentioned a little bit. Great to have him back. And then T.J. Engelman. T.J. Engelman's a guy that come back, on late in the year last year. He's wearing a single digit this year, so he kind of threw me off this morning. It's like, who's this new guy here? But he's doing a great job. And I was kind of barking at the running back room a little bit, because today one of our main focuses was the football. Turnover margin. I think we were top 10, top 12 in the nation last year in turnover margin. Made a huge difference in tight ball games. If you look at the year before, it was the opposite way and didn't go our way sometimes. Okay, so we got to do a great job of that. And I think we went through about 9 games last year of not fumbling the football in the running back room. So it's kind of getting on the running backs, TJ in particular, because ninth game, he's the one who put the ball on the ground, just about ball security and doing those little things, because that will make a difference in the ball game. I think we have an opportunity, a chance to be a good football team. But if we don't take care of the football, some of the other stuff won't matter.
And credit to the staff. We'd love to have a Rahjai or a Marlon Gunn, but it sounds like they have stocked the shelves with some really talented guys. So let's hit on these guys, Rahjai, real quick. And starting with the returners, T.J. Engelman. When you hear T.J. Engelman, what comes to mind for you as a running back?
1%, man. That's true 1% right there, man. He truly stayed down, man. TJ was a guy that played quarterback, I believe, man. He always been a running back, but he was like a quarterback type guy in high school. He came on the ECU, man, and it was a struggle for him at first. You feel what I'm saying? He was missing home. He was a guy, man, that really wasn't invested all the way in. And it was good to have him around, or it was good to have, like, positive people around him, man. And now I look back, man, and I see the work he's putting in. You feel what I'm saying? I watched the games last year. You feel what I'm saying? So excited to see him go out there and put that work in, man. And it starts in camp. Can't wait to see it.
Rahjai, were you on the team with DeJuan Lacey? I know he was on the team last year. Were you around with him?
I wasn't on the team. I did meet him.
Okay.
Good character. Watch his highlights, man. I'm ready to see him healthy and ready to see him roll too, man.
He played in 2 games last year and had his coming out party, and then the next week got hurt. And like, man, you just feel for a guy like that. So hopefully he's got that Rahjai in him, that spirit to get him back healthy.
Man.
Yeah.
I heard he's special, man. I can't wait to see it.
All right, so at conference media days, you had Brock Spalding. He was asked by John Gruden, old Chucky, old football coach, name 2 Pirates you're excited to play with. He said Landon Sides, the new wide receiver from North Texas, and Ashton Gray, the new running back from North Texas. What have you heard about Ashton Gray?
I'm not too familiar with him, man, to be honest with you, man. But it's definitely a name I'm going to have to check out, man. I definitely got to see what he's about. That's definitely positive, man, hearing something like that from Brock. I played with Brock and, I understand where he's come from, the work he's done put in and where he's at now. So, man, that's big coming from him, man. So definitely got to go check him out.
And one of my favorite things about the transfer portal is guys can end their careers by coming home if they choose to do so. And Michael Allen doing that, the J.H. Rose product. So, Rahjai, the love you get when you go back to South Carolina. And heck, you're an honorary Greenville native at this point. But it's got to be cool to play in front of your home folks, and looking forward to see what Michael can do.
Definitely, man. And I met Michael. I had him on the official, man. Great dude, man. He was raised the right way, man. I'm telling you, man. And he stayed down. He went through a lot of stuff, man. And I've been following his career ever since I met him. You feel what I'm saying? That type of relationship that we got, we don't talk every day, man. But the grind and the hustle and the way that he dedicated his life to that game is special, man. And I can't wait to see all 4 of them guys, man, that we mentioned go out there and ball.
Rahjai, we talked to Marlon earlier this week because there was a judge that is, saying some players should be allowed to get another year of eligibility, and the requirements, the criteria would allow, if it goes through, Marlon Gunn, Sam Danka, J.D. Lampley to get another year of football. This is still kind of confusing to me. I don't know how much you've heard about it, but we did get Marlon on the show just to catch up with him and also say, hey, if you got an invite, would you accept? And he said 100% he would. So have you looked into this at all, Rahjai?
I haven't, man. I've seen them post on social media, man, but I haven't checked it out. I haven't really checked it out too much in detail, man. But that would be awesome, man, for them guys, man. Not just them, man, but it'd be crazy. It'd be epic.
I know, and look, if I had to bet, I'd say this doesn't happen. Like nothing comes of it. But hell, it sounds like a movie script or something. And the way Marlon talked about it, like one more shot. He said it was like a dream. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens, man. I wish Lil Icy had that opportunity.
No kidding.
A couple years ago. But that's crazy, man. If it happens, man, that definitely would be awesome. That would be awesome for sure, Clip.
All right, Rahjai. Well, we are again another week, another day closer to football. We'll have more Pirates and Blake Harrell comments to talk about with you next week because we're here, man. I know the games are in September, but to me, like the season starts now. Hell, we got a preseason football game on TV tonight. So there you go.
There you go. Panthers, right?
Yes, sir. Panthers and Cardinals in the Hall of Fame game.
Yes, sir. Man, I'll definitely be checking it out, my guy. You already know.
All right, Rahjai. Talk to you next week, bud.
You already know, my guy, man. Great to speak to you.
Number 47, Rahjai Harris joining us on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Talented running back room, and Rahjai is excited about it. And I'm anxious to see what Ashton Gray brings. I am excited to see Michael Allen back in Greenville playing football. And again, I mentioned it. There's some negative sides to the transfer portal. I think a positive one is a guy coming back home to play his final year of college football, and we're going to see that with the Rose product, Michael Allen. Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, we'll continue to preview every college football conference. To this point, with Nadu, we have talked American, ACC, Big 10, Big 12. Today, we will talk SEC football. A lot of storylines to discuss, and we'll dive into his thoughts on Alabama, ECU's first opponent, as well. When we return, hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. And you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie!
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior four-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and I'm listening to the wheeling dealing, the limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun, Pirate Radio. Woo! Yeah!
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime from anywhere at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's take it back in. Hey, here's Cliff.
Let's keep the football talk rolling. The Hall of Fame game coming up tonight. More on Panthers Cardinals later, but we'll stick with college football now and talk to Jeff Nadu on the Turner Home Team Live Line, because we are breaking down each and every conference, and it's time to talk SEC as Nadu joins us on this Thursday. Jeff, how you doing, man?
Great. How are you, Cliff?
Doing good. Pirates reported on Tuesday. First practice was Wednesday, so we got some fall camp going on, and we're in it now, Jeff. Excited for some football. Today we're going to talk SEC, and usually I feel like for a lot of conferences there is a main storyline, an obvious place to start. And for others, I'll kind of get the conversation rolling. I'm going to let you open this one up because, is it Texas with Arch Manning? Is it, hey, does Georgia return to glory? What does DeBoer do at Alabama? Hey, great year for Oklahoma last year and a big one for Venables. What do they do? Lane Kiffin always in the news. So, I feel like there's a lot of places to start. So I'll ask you, when you look at SEC 2026, what is the biggest storyline for you?
Stewart's probably Lane Kiffin. Going from Ole Miss to LSU, obviously it's Texas too. Can they finally get up over the hump and win? Texas really doesn't have an excuse, right? They have one of the best rosters in the country. It's Arch Manning's we would assume, final year. Steve Sarkisian, You know, and the other storyline is obviously, you know, on paper, you know, Georgia's still really, really good and, you know, a top 5 team. So I think there's a few storylines, but the SEC is still really deep. There's still really good teams here. You even look deeper, you know. It's a fun conference. It's still high level. I would say the biggest storyline, though, is still Lane Kiffin, right, going from Ole Miss to LSU.
How about this one, Jeff? And I'm just thinking back to our previous conversations and thought about this one. I don't like conference pride and all that crap. I'm more interested in individual teams and what they do more so than what league they're in. But the SEC has taken a bit of a hit with the Big Ten winning all these championships in different sports, but especially college football with Michigan, Ohio State, Indiana. So there's one for you, too. How can the SEC get back to number one? I guess the answer, the only way, is for one of their teams to win a championship, right?
Yeah, and look, obviously, you know, like a perfect season this year would be like multiple teams make the playoffs, which we would assume they would. You know, even like an Ole Miss, LSU make a deep run, and then yes, ultimately like Georgia, Texas, one of those teams wins the title. But I don't think it's that far off. I mean, I think, you know, when you look at the SEC, obviously Georgia, Texas, LSU up top, but you still have Alabama, you still have Ole Miss. Oklahoma will be really good. A&M's a top 10 team. You know, even down to like Missouri. Missouri has the best running back in the country, and Ahmad Hardy. Auburn is an interesting team with Byron Brown, who was really good at South Florida last year.
Yeah.
Kentucky's got a new coach, right? You know, Mark Stoops' era is over. Mississippi State will be better. We know Vandy's had kind of a renaissance. So, you know, Arkansas is still tough, whether or not we want to assume it. Every team top to bottom in this conference, I can make the case, Cliff, top to complete bottom, the SEC's got the best amount of teams.
Who's your favorite QB in the league, Jeff? We've hit some of the names, but Manning, Stockton, you mentioned Byron Brown down at Auburn, Mateer, Chambliss is back for another year, Marcel Reed at A&M. So just a ton of names in this league. Who's your favorite? And well, there's one more name. I'll go ahead and say it. One thing we talked about too much last year, not me and you, but us as a college football society, was South Carolina and Lenore Sellers, and kind of thought that said they would be the team in the top 25 that didn't end in the top 25. But let me throw his name in the ring as well at quarterback. Who's your guy at QB in the SEC this year?
It's Trinidad Chambliss, for sure.
All right.
I don't know how you could say anything else. I bet him 13-1 to win the Heisman. You know, Cliff, we have to understand he threw for almost 4,000 yards last year, and he didn't play in the first 2 games, essentially. You know, with a full season, he's going to get into the 4,000-yard, 4,200-yard territory. He's going to throw 35 touchdowns. You know, his interceptions, he only threw 3 last year, 5th nationally in quarterback rating. He had 8 games with over 300 yards. He's a guy who's going to give you a lot on the ground. He's also going to be terrific through the air. He's going to have a bunch of big touchdowns. He's going to be on a lot of big games. He's in one of the best conferences in the country, and his team's going to be relevant. Trinidad Chambliss, to me, is a guy that I want virtually over anybody else. I really like what he's got this year. It's a year of the quarterback, I know, but Chambliss, it's his team. He's got a chip on his shoulder with a new coach. He gets that extra year of eligibility. I think he's going to be hungry. And again, he's going to have a whole season, knock on wood, he doesn't get injured.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, you like Chambliss, Heisman with those odds. How about odds to win the SEC? Now, there's tiers here, and the first tier is Georgia and Texas, and then the second would be, you know, Bama, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, LSU, maybe A&M if you want to throw them into the second tier. But I know you like value sometimes over who could win, but in this case, do you take one of the big boys, Georgia, Texas, or do you go beyond that?
No, I would still probably go chalk. I mean, I still think, you know, I rank Georgia a top 5 team. I think they are a top 5 team. You know, I think on their standards, maybe they're down a little, but they have one of the best coaches in the country. I thought Gunnar Stockton really towards the end of the year was fantastic. You know, coming back, Frazier back in the backfield, offensive line's good. They've got some real talent on the outside. Defensively, 21 guys back, very meaningful production. Secondary looks really good, I feel like. Throw in, I mean, schedule-wise, they don't have to play Texas. They don't have to play LSU. the schedule's pretty manageable. There's really no surprise. They should probably go. I mean, they'd probably be a favorite in all but one game. So, yeah, I'm pretty high on Georgia. It would be surprising if they don't at least get back to the final.
Nadu heard this on the show and agreed 100%. And I care more about this stuff than you do, just to knowing you and the conversations we've had. I kind of nerd out on kickoff times and locations and where they're playing and networks and announcers and all that stuff. I love all that stuff. But they are renovating the Jaguar Stadium. So Florida, Georgia will not be in Jacksonville. It'll be in Atlanta this year, and I think Tampa next year. But it's cool that they play a neutral site. I like the tradition and everything. But for these 2 years, while they're fixing up Jacksonville Stadium, would it not have been cool to have a home and home there to have those fans get those teams in their building for the first time in forever? Like, I hate that they missed that opportunity. Again, you probably don't give a crap about this, but do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I did see it. It's definitely dumb. I mean, they're changing a lot about college football, so that's not surprising. But, yeah, you know, I've been kind of the thought of, like, even in the playoff, like, we shouldn't ever have them at these, like, big stadiums. Like, it should be at home stadiums, that sort of thing. It's just, I think it's just better. Throw in, it's not like, I mean, some of these stadiums house 100,000 people. So, like, what's the argument? I don't quite understand. Oh, you make more money. No, you don't. I mean, Kyle Field's way bigger than Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So, like, what are we really doing? But, yeah, I don't like change. I agree.
Nadu, you mentioned the playoff there. I asked this question earlier this week. I was telling some of my young interns, I remember the days when there was no championship. You just sent the teams to bowl games and the best figured out who the champion was after they played. And in the early 90s, there was a split championship. So they said, okay, let's go to the BCS. Then they said, we need more teams in this. We need a little playoff. Let's go to 4 teams. Then it went to 12. And it's probably going to change again. So, Nadu, my question to them, and now my question to you is, what is your, in a perfect world, college football postseason look like?
Well, in the SEC, it would. You're speaking on that. I mean, it would be, you have, again, multiple teams that get there. I mean, I'll tell you a team, Clip, and I want to bring this group up. I don't want to kind of bury the lead, but, like, I don't know how people don't look at LSU and say, there's a lot to like here, right? Like, I think Texas, obviously, I don't need to speak to how talented their roster is. But, again, this LSU team is stacked. I mean, at every level. They have a great quarterback. They have a ton of weapons. The defense is really, really good. Whit Weeks obviously leads it. Prince Will comes over from Ole Miss. I mean, this is just a stacked team at every level. How do you not get excited about LSU?
So non-conference, Louisiana Tech and McNeese, they open up with Clemson, and Jarrett's looking up the line. Maybe you already know what they do. What do you got, Jarrett?
9.5.
Yeah,
LSU.
9.5. So they're going to be big favorites in that one, Jeff. Boy, at Ole Miss week 3. Shout out to the schedule makers. I figured that would be later in the season, Jeff, but that is going to be a buzzsaw. And let's see, they got A&M at home at Kentucky. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Look, I'm kind of sick of the Lane story, but there's no doubt he is must-see TV, and his teams play some really damn good offense.
Well, and yeah, I mean, you also look at, like, when it comes to Ole Miss, like, they're going to that game's going to be first to 40 wins, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you look, obviously, John David Baker's there. They're going to play like a mile a minute. Their tempo's everything, right? They're going to go up and down. And look, at the end of the day, I trust LSU's defense on paper a little bit more than I trust Ole Miss's. I think Ole Miss is going to be a great over team all season. That's going to be a fun game. Look, you know all about John David Baker, obviously. ECU had one of the fastest tempos in the country last year. With Trinidad Chambers, that again lends to the fact of he is going to put up insane numbers this year. So, yeah, that's a great scheduled game there. Obviously, September 19th. I really like both those teams. I just like LSU a little bit more. But, like, I mentioned even, like, Missouri. Ahmad Hardy, Clip, is one of the best running backs in the last 20 years in college football.
I've heard that name a lot, Jeff, and I'm ashamed to say I don't know much about him, so I'm looking forward to watching him this year.
Yeah, I mean, he has the ability, I think, this year to put up 2,000 yards, which is, for him to get an invite to New York, he's going to have to do that. I don't know if Missouri is going to be relevant enough for him to be in the Heisman candidate conversation. That said, I think he's going to put up the numbers. The last two running backs to win the Heisman were from Alabama, Derrick Henry and Mark Ingram. Before that, Ron Dane was the last person to win the Heisman at running back. And I know you remember Ron Dane. I do. Ron Dane was a bruiser. He was a big-time, bulldozer running back. You also look at, some other teams. John Mateer is interesting at Oklahoma. You mentioned Lenore Sellers. Tennessee, they're always a team that's interesting. I don't know how important they'll be. A&M, we didn't even talk about them. With Marcel Reed, I think a lot of people thought they're better than LSU and Ole Miss. I don't know if I agree, but there's so much to be excited about with this conference, right? I just like every level of it.
Jeff Nadu joining us, man. A lot of similarities between my Commanders and South Carolina last offseason. Both were coming off really good years. Both had quarterbacks that everybody talked about, the head coaches. Look, last year I was thinking, Shane Beamer is not Nick Saban and Dan Quinn is not Vince Lombardi. Jane Daniels is great, but he caught everybody off guard. Lenore Sellers, great quarterback, but can he really be a one-man show? And both of them kind of crumbled there, but especially South Carolina. I think for South Carolina, Jeff, are they just 9 wins was a lot for them in 24. They go 4-8 last year. Maybe they just get to 6, 7, and that's kind of what they are as a program. Or, do you see them bottoming out or maybe getting back to 9, 10 wins? I feel like they're somewhere in the middle of that, right?
Well, I think you have to be excited and hope they can get to 6 or 7. Look, I like the hire of Kendall Briles. I think that'll be a much better situation for Sellers. But look, I mean, he was sacked 43 times last year. It's too many. You're not going to do much if you don't have a good offensive line, and that's the real problem. They won one game after October 1st. One, and it was against Coastal Carolina. So, again, they need to be better. They have to get new players in there. They have a new coordinator. I have them as, I don't have them as much of a factor. I'd say a team that I think surprising, that will be better than them, and I think could surprise some people, Auburn. Look, Cliff, one thing I said last year was I didn't think Sellers should be in the Heisman candidate world, and he wasn't ultimately. I also said last year I thought Auburn would be a tough out, and they were at times, especially early in the season. Beat Baylor in that game, won. Then they kind of tailed off. But Alex Golish is there. We know all about him at South Florida. Byron Brown's legit. They've got some weapons there. They've got a good defense under DJ Durkin. They're going to surprise people. They don't have a bunch of players back. They're essentially bringing in a lot of South Florida kids and kind of transfers from other places. But they're going to surprise people. I think getting to a bowl would be a success. I think being competitive in games, which they were at times. Remember, they were right in the game against Georgia, right in the game against A&M, right in the game against Oklahoma, right in the game against Alabama. I mean, look at their losses, Clip. Every loss was by 7 points or less. I mean, they were right in every game. They're going to get a lot of things to go right this year than last year.
Pirates open up in Tuscaloosa, Jeff, and it's crazy. And maybe this is me being uneducated, and you can educate me, but I feel more like it's just Bama is not the great Crimson Tide that they were. I remember, and I'm not just saying it because I know them in the NFL, but like Judy and Waddle and Mechie and the dozens of great running backs they had. We knew their quarterback every year. I feel like that Bama doesn't have the household names like they once did going into a season. Is that fair to say, Jeff?
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, we're about done with the call, and we still haven't mentioned Alabama.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think it's a work in progress with that group. Obviously, they're pretty high on Ryan Williams.
Sure, there's the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but who throws to him? Obviously, Keelan Russell's the guy that we assume. A lot of people talking good about him. They've got a lot of guys to replace in that offensive line. You lose Proctor, you lose Brailsford. They've got some recruits coming in they're excited about. Defense, I think defensively they could get there and be really good. I think the quarterback, as usual, is a question. They lose a special player in Jeremy Bernard. I think it's just kind of a wait and see. They were 11-4 last year. I'm going to guess they won't be that this year. I'm going to say a 9 or 10 win season. I'm excited about that first game for ECU. I mean that. I think that's going to be an interesting barometer game for the Pirates. Obviously, you know that. It's a national program, a high-level program. I'm curious to see if they can compete in that game. I think if you're going to get Alabama, this is the year to get them.
Last year, Nadu, Bama, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Georgia, A&M in the college football playoff. If I make the number 4.5 this year, teams from the SEC in the playoff, would you go over? Go to 5, or you going 4?
Well, I mean, Georgia, Texas are locks. I think either LSU or Ole Miss, they're a lock. A&M, I'm probably there in 2. Yeah, I'd say 5.
All right. Good stuff, Nadu. Hey, I ask you every year. I think I know the answer. Have you found an edge? Any gambling advice for the Hall of Fame game coming up tonight, Panthers and Cardinals?
Yeah, look, I would always say, I'm never one of these people that says, you shouldn't bet on it. The word degenerate is only should be used for people that are actually degenerates. In terms of this, if you find an edge, you should bet it. I would say with a game like this, especially this game, there's just not a lot of talent deep on these teams, right? So, at least if you have like the Chargers, right, last year, you have like a competent quarterback in Trey Lance. You have some skill players. I don't even know who really moves the ball for these teams. You're not going to see Jeremiah Love. You're not going to see Marvin Harrison. I mean, you're not going to see Jacoby Brissett. I mean, this is going to be mostly Keaton Slovis against, Haynes King, right? Offensive line.
I thought you'd have a little more excitement in your voice to hear Haynes King. I am excited to see what he does, Jeff.
I like Haynes King, but he's ultimately a rookie with no experience at this level. And, these are better players. This is, I think you'll see a lot of breakdowns of the offensive line, just struggles for drives to get going. Look, the last 20 Hall of Fame games have averaged about 32 points. So I would assume 35 seems high. Last year, one team scored 34, and it still only got to 41. So I would just bank and think, you don't see much excitement. I'd lean under 35.
Nadu, great to talk football with you as always, man. We'll check in with you next week.
Sounds good.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Turner Home Team Live Line, and the Turner Home Team is the leading local cash home buyer in North Carolina. They buy houses as is for cash in North Carolina and the surrounding areas. If you are selling your home and want to avoid repairs, agent fees, and long timelines, call the Turner Home Team today, 525-4780. Turner Home Team, Pirates supporting Pirates. Let's take a break. We'll come back, wrap up hour 2. Got Chris Stewart, play-by-play voice for Alabama, joining us in hour 3. Jarrett Watkins went one-on-one with Chris Stewart on our Appliances Superstore opponent preview. We were talking earlier today. Chandler was reliving a couple of his calls. We'll hit some of those. Also, Garrett Wingate going to join us to talk high school football, Aiden Grifton football in hour number 3 as well. A lot more to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
UBE and Pireware.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at Pirateware.com. Go Pirates!
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Looking for a place for lunch? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pasta, sandwiches, and salads starting at $11. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Now let's take it back in for the wrap-up of Hour 2. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. ECU quarterback battle going on in camp. Same for Alabama. We'll get a maybe some answers on the Alabama QB situation when Chris Stewart and Jarrett Watkins talk in hour number 3, the play-by-play voice of the Crimson Tide. Let me welcome in to wrap up hour number 2, left side.
Strong side.
Good 8. What's up, Chan Man?
What's up, Clipper?
You're rocking that's an interesting Pirate Radio hat.
When I put it on this morning and I looked in the mirror, I said, something strange here. But it gives off a good vibe.
It is
something different.
Black hat, but it's got yellow stitching on the bill and yellow on the net in the back.
Do you like it?
I do, because it's different.
I'm different.
Mine, this is my favorite hat, the one of one fitted Pirate Radio hat, and I've put some mileage on this thing. I kind of like when my hats get worn like this. It's not even black anymore. It's turning into like a gray. Jamie says I need that hat. Do we have any?
I don't know if we have any more of this style.
But Jamie, next time you come by the Pirate Radio studio,
if we have it, we'll give it to you.
We'll get you a hat. Right now, we're in the First Flight Credit Union studios, and Jamie also said, if App State can beat Michigan, why can't ECU beat Alabama? Well, sure. I mean, yeah. We're talking about one of the biggest upsets in college football history.
Anything is possible. Kevin Garnett said that at one point in his life.
He did, when I think he meant to say impossible is nothing, because that was the Adidas slogan or the slogan for his shoe, but he said it wrong.
But it's still one of the best sports phrases of all time.
Yeah, I guess. I have a weird thing with KG. I loved Minnesota KG, but then I felt like he got a little fake and phony
when he went to Boston.
Just throughout his career, with like
after Minnesota,
his like tough guy thing, and then the anything is possible really seemed kind of fake to me.
Kind of like when Jason Tatum won you remember when he won the world championship, the NBA championship, and he was doing things that like Steph Curry did. Like he even tried to do like, we did it. We did it! Like he was doing it.
Trying to go make a moment or something?
People were like doing the side by side of like the different. He went in the locker room and did the Kobe, like put the head on the. Oh yeah.
All right, if you're doing it as a joke, okay.
But no, he was doing this as like, I'm just going to copy all the other sports moments before me.
Michael Jordan crying
on the floor.
On the floor, yeah. Lame. That's pretty lame. Scott says, Clip, what do you think with Diggs coming back to the DMV? Hey, look, I talked about a Mago Allen homecoming at ECU. That's pretty cool. Diggs is at a homecoming, played at Maryland, I know. For us,
at the end of the day,
Washington needed a receiver. He was the best available out there. I liked Debo. If I had my choice, I said this a long time ago, of like Debo, Ayuk, or Diggs, I would have taken Debo for another year. He goes to San Francisco. Ayuk goes off the reservation.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And Diggs, I guess, he's got something left in the tank, I reckon.
He's been having a lot of off the field drama.
Don't say that in front of Jarrett, because Jarrett disagrees. But yeah, he does.
But it's a fact. Things have actually happened off the field.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just don't want him to be like a bad locker room guy for a third-year quarterback in Jaden Daniels. Last year, 85 catches, over 1,000 yards. I mean, yeah, he's still a piece. And again, we needed help at wide receiver.
It was a huge part of the Patriots making the Super Bowl run. I mean, and for years, the Patriots needed that top target, especially for Drake May. And they got that with Diggs, and I guess they were like, you know what, we're just going to let him go. They end up getting A.J. Brown to come to New England, and maybe, I don't know, maybe Diggs can help things out there in Washington.
Yeah, look, I'm not overly excited about him, but we needed a wide receiver bad. Mike P. agrees with Clip completely on KG. Couldn't beat Duncan, bailed to the East, formed a super team. You could argue he started the whole super team thing. And he says, do you know what wasn't possible? KG getting past Duncan in the West.
Ooh.
Roasted. Jamie says, I'm amazed Keenan Allen isn't on a team. Yeah, well, I guess he'll be one of those guys that signs late. Did you know Odell and Juju Smith-Schuster were in Giants camp?
I think I knew that Odell went back to New York. I had totally forgot about it.
We're turning back the clock, baby. I like when these old guys are still.
Jadeveon Clowney's back with the Texans.
Yeah. Who says you can't go home? All right, Chan, man, you were excited about Chris Stewart joining us in hour 3. We'll have an Appliances Superstore opponent preview.
Yeah.
Jarrett Watkins conducted that interview just moments ago, and we're going to bring it to you in hour number 3. But you were talking about some of his calls.
No, I was excited to get an Alabama guy on, and not just get an Alabama guy on, the voice of Alabama football, Chris Stewart, and glad to have him on for our Appliance Superstore opponent preview today. But as I was thinking about his appearance on today's program, I was like, let me just look up his name. And of course, when I looked up his name, the first thing that popped up was a booth view of him calling that awesome 75-yard touchdown from Ryan Williams, the play that really put his name on the map as a freshman, 17 years old. And it was a great play, and this is how it sounded on the Alabama Sports Radio Network.
Looking deep downfield, looking for Williams, comes back, makes the catch. Trying to split defenders. Makes them bang into each other. Stays on his feet. Breaks a tackle. Scores. Ryan Williams. One play. 75 yards. 4 plus 2 equals 6. And Alabama regains the snap.
Alabama.
I love the 4 plus 2 equals 6 call.
Yeah, I like that.
And then there was also one of him. I don't know what the context behind this one is, but there was a little Dr. Seuss rhyming going on here. But this is a really a cool call here.
Just enough time to get down your fiddle, get down your bow. They hardly beat Saban. Apparently can't beat DeBow. We're back after this.
Is that how they say his name in Alabama? Kalen DeBow?
DeBow. Not DeBoer. DeBow.
DeBow.
So excited for that conversation with Jay Bone and Chris Stewart coming up in the third hour of today's program. And thanks to Appliances Superstore for sponsoring that segment, the opponent preview. And you can go see Frank Lee and his staff over at their new location, 301 Plaza Drive, right there off of Greenville Boulevard, right across from Sound Feet Shoes. So a lot of great appliances there. So go out, see Frank and his team. And thank you for your sponsorship of the opponent preview.
I don't know how the Bama faithful completely feel about DeBoer at this point in his tenure, and maybe the Pirates get a little 7-0 lead, get people antsy in the stands. Alabama goes 3 and out. Some boos.
We need to fire him now.
Some boos come out. They fire him at halftime.
They're going to start chants, DeBo's got to go. DeBo's got to go.
Let's make it awkward in that house.
Let's make it uncomfortable.
As Bryant Denny, or as Blake Harrell would call it, Denny Bryant. He said that twice the other day.
Who said that?
Blake Harrell. I'm like, oh no. It's not Alabama calling us Eastern Carolina. It's the head coach saying the stadium name wrong.
Denny Bryant.
Is that bulletin board material?
Just can't wait to go out there with our guys and play at Denny Bryant Stadium.
You trying to get a Harrell?
I got to get a Harrell going. I think there's something that I could work on there.
Yeah. I like the way he talks.
I do too. He called you Cliff the other day, by the way.
I know he did. And Nate Connor called me Crip day before that. So I've had a rough week.
I heard that live on the air.
What is Garrett Wingate going to call me at 5 o'clock? We'll find out when he joins us on Pirate Radio Live to talk some Aiden Grifton football. And had a fun week talking to the coaches, man. Great chat with Ryan Bowie yesterday from South Central. Will Bland, great dude. Talked to him earlier this week. Nate Connor as well. And Garrett Wingate coming up in a few minutes.
Man, if I was a coach or a player at Aiden Grifton High School, I would, as soon as practice was over, I'd head over across the street to that new Country Mart.
Yes, sir. Is Coach worried about his players eating too much Country Mart before games?
No fatback, boys.
Some coaches cut out alcohol, tobacco, girls, partying, no fatback.
No cheese biscuits.
Maybe for the O-lineman. But you're right, Chandler. I said it, man. If I was an Aiden Grifton student, I couldn't wait for school to start back. Be loading up on some cheese biscuits. All right. Thank you, John.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you, buddy. Well, you excited about tonight?
It's game day.
Are you going to watch kickoff to final whistle?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, there's some rookies I do want to check out, and of course we'll see Kenny Pickett, the new backup quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, getting the start tonight. And excited. Panther football's back. Football is back.
Football is back. We'll have to get Jim Zoki on next week to recap it and talk some Panthers football. We'll take a break, come back. Big hour 3. Garrett Wingate will join us. Also, Chris Stewart, play-by-play voice of Alabama. We're back with you on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph, can he win this long foot race? Linval Joseph, no flags, touchdown Minnesota.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
And Jacobs is knocked back, and he didn't make it, and it was Linval Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Bring the taste of New England to your table at Basil's. Try the crispy clam fritters, fresh Cape Cod chopped salad, classic linguine with clam sauce, or the savory Clams Casino pizza. Every dish is packed with bold coastal flavor and made fresh just for you. Pair it with your favorite beer, wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted cocktails. Eat local, drink local. Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting pirates.
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. And we buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's take it back in for the start of this final hour. Here's Clip.
All right, we got Jackson, we got Avery, and we've got Jared Watkins one-on-one with Chris Stewart, Bama play-by-play voice, coming up later on this hour. Mike P said Bama has a quarterback competition going on. Maybe they picked the wrong one for the first game. That's happened before. I remember East Carolina playing Virginia Tech and Sean Glennon struggling with Tyrod Taylor, the freshman, just sitting on the sidelines doing nothing. And Frank Beamer burned that red shirt the next week, actually, after ECU beat Virginia Tech. And if Holton Ahlers plays against North Carolina A&T, do we win that game? I don't know, but when he came in week 2 and burned his red shirt to play against North Carolina, we won that one. So coaches have made the wrong decisions when it comes to starting quarterbacks in the past. Maybe it could happen for Alabama. We'll talk some high school football. Garrett Wingate joining us in the First Flight Credit Union studios, head coach at Ayden-Grifton. Garrett, good to have you on, man. How you doing?
Yeah, man, doing good. Thanks for the invite. Love coming downtown Greenville. Anytime I get a chance to come back, I love it. So thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it. Talked to Ryan Bowie, South Central, yesterday, and he talked about the weather and how dry it was all summer. And then you guys try to get some work in, and it rains just about every day. So how about the amount of work you guys have been able to get in this last week?
Yeah, so far the weather's been okay during our area. It's August. Little League World Series is in town, so that means it's going to rain every day.
Exactly, yeah.
So we've been able to dodge them a little bit. We've only had one day where we've been inside, but it was actually a good day for us. Take a step back, look at some film, see what they're doing wrong. But overall, no, it's actually been pretty okay for us. The heat finally hit yesterday.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot next week, but we like it. It's what we need.
There we go. Garrett, let's talk about your background a little bit as a football guy and as a coach. Can you kind of take us through your journey as to where you've been and how you got the head job at Ayden-Grifton?
Real quick, was at ECU. Was going to be a walk-on. Figured I'd never play. I was going to be a long snapper. This was 2007. So I was like, you know what? Let's not do that. And became an equipment guy.
Okay.
And a student assistant. And worked for Coach Holtz and Greg Hudson and all those guys until they left, and then took over with Ruff and Lincoln Riley, worked with them. And then when college was over, interned for the Bucks, Tampa Bay.
Oh, wow.
Did that for a preseason and then realized that is a business. Yeah, that's 100% a business. And if you want to have any life whatsoever, you probably need to go back to high school or college. So finished all that up, and then I went back to North Pitt, my alma mater, became a teacher, coached at North Pitt for a couple of years, eventually became the interim head coach in 2017, and then decided I wanted to try something different. Went to Rose. I was at J.H. Rose from 2017 through 21. With Will Bland and Dave Witecki.
Yeah.
And then went to Northern Nash as the OC, went to the state championship. And then Cornwell, who had retired, he was at Ayden-Grifton for a long time, said, hey, I'm thinking about coming back. I was like, hey, do you want to OC? I mean, I'm driving an hour every day to Northern Nash. I didn't move, so I was still in Greenville. And I loved it there, but I really wanted to see. We were really good at Rose, and we were really good at Northern Nash. I wanted to see, can I take what I do offensively, take it to a place like Ayden-Grifton with, I mean, let's be honest, it's lesser talent.
Yeah.
You know, you
less numbers to start with.
You got to work hard
yeah.
for what you got. Can I take what I know and what I've done and really take it to a smaller school in a smaller place who didn't win a game in 2022? You know, can we rebuild this thing? And I was like, let's go figure it out. Let's go try it. And that's exactly what we did. And, 3 years later, somehow I'm the head coach because Cornwell decided to leave me, but that's a different ballgame. And so, yeah, that's the quick journey.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And we talked the other day about would you rather be, if you had 3 offers in front of you, an NFL coach, a college coach, or a high school coach? And obviously the zeros and commas are going to be large for 2 of those and a lot less for one of those. But like quality of life and less moving around and family, like there are advantages and disadvantages to each one. And you've now been at the college level doing what you did at ECU, interning in the NFL. Like, would you like to one day go to college or NFL? Or are you happy leading a high school program?
I think the best part about being a high school coach at this point, up until this age in your life, is you get to figure out how to mess up, not on a big scale. So you have a little grace in the screw ups, I would say. Would I like to move up one day? Yeah, it'd have to be the right situation. But there's something to be said about, I do come from a college background where it's very professional. This is how we do things. This is the way we're going to do it. And sometimes you go to high school and that's kind of we want to lay back a little bit. We don't want to be too intense. We just want to have a good time. And sometimes you get a little kickback there. But yes, like you said, everything has its pros and cons. It's benefits and positives. And I love where I'm at. I'm not looking to try to leave it. But one day, being a Coach Shank has the dream job, in my opinion. Director of High School Relations.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's the dream job.
You get the best of both worlds.
Yes. That's where I would love to be. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I got the doctorate in kinesiology, too. So who knows what I'll do with it or what I'll do. So who knows?
Can I borrow that?
Absolutely. Anytime you want.
Jackson, who, by the way, is wearing a Ayden-Grifton soccer
I am.
What do you call it? Kit?
It's it's
Is
a kit.
kit?
It was a practice kit, but a kit nonetheless.
Yeah. But Jackson said, he made a decent point, I would say. If you screw up in the NFL, like Dan Quinn does not usually have to see those people at the grocery store. Somebody can get his groceries for him. But like, if you lose a game, you'll see Johnny at Country Mart, and he might tell you that you put the wrong guy in the third quarter.
Oh,
so you do have to face that.
Oh, yeah. I get stuff all the time. All the time. Like, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Well, you're not from Aiden. Why are you here?
You ain't one of us.
You ain't one of us. And I'm just like, well, I know, but we're going to be okay.
That's
be
awesome.
All right.
That's great. Garrett Wingate joining us. Garrett, can you give us some names, some guys you're excited about on the field this year for the Chargers?
For sure. I would have to say number one is I'm going to start on defense. Andre Greer, the ECU commit for us. He's our fastest kid we got, and he's also probably one of the best kids we got. He's one of those, when he gets a scholarship, you're like, man, you earned that. So he's definitely one of them playing on defense for us. We got Big Will Doe. He's a Shrine Bowl college-type athlete. We're going to see how he does this year, but he definitely has the potential. Loyalty Fuller be playing running back for us. And then after that, we have no idea. I put it the nicest way. We had 65 kids in the program last year, and 35 departed.
Oh, wow.
One way or another. So we lost 15, 16 seniors. We've probably had about 5 or 6 decide football's not for them anymore who started last year. And then we've had about 3 or 4 transfer out.
And that's, talked to Ryan Bowie. He said he was going around to the middle schools that would traditionally funnel into South Central just to like show his face and get his name out there. And I don't even think about that, Garrett. The fact that guys can go pretty much anywhere they want to, and coaches are coming after guys and things like that. And just another trickle-down effect of college football to high school football, something that you have to worry about now that you didn't 5-10 years ago, right?
Absolutely. I think it's here to stay. I think it's the world we live in. My thing is, do I expect kids to transfer if you have a better opportunity? Well, I'm going to give you the honest answer. If it's legal and it's right, that's a different story. Yes. I'm going to tell you the truth. If a college called me tomorrow and said, hey, come be our head coach, well, guess what? I'm probably going to transfer too.
Yeah,
you know?
That makes sense.
It's just the truth. But I do believe what we miss in this era that we're in is, yes, we're going to get some. Yes, we're going to lose some. And I'm not talking about anything illegal. It's just you have to handle things the right way. So I think that's the key that we have to do with these kids.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're going to transfer, that's fine. If you want to go to a better place, you think is a better opportunity for you in your life, take it. I'm never going to tell a kid, I want you to not improve your life. No, that's not it. But I want you to handle it the right way. So I had a kid who pretty much wanted to transfer this year and just didn't handle it the right way. And my thing is, you're not learning how to become a man. That's the problem. Because if you're at a college and you want to leave college A to go to college B and get a $200,000 pay raise, that's awesome. But you got to handle it the right way. Don't burn bridges.
Goes for players, coaches, anybody in business, whatever. Right. So, well said. Garrett Wingate joining us. Garrett, let's talk about let's go non-conference schedule. Who will you guys be competing against?
All right, first one's going to be Princeton. That's going to be at Aiden Grifton, first night. And then we're going to be playing North Pitt at North Pitt. Then we have Fike at Fike, North Lenore at home, and then D.H. Conley at home.
All right.
That's non-conference.
That's my Viking boys. How about, I asked Will Bland about coaching against Havelock. How about you, like facing a North Pitt or a team you've been, associated with in the past? Any weird feelings in those games at all?
No, not now. We all talk to each other. Everything's fine. I mean, people don't understand, like, the coaching world, we may say a bunch of stuff, but if you get us all in the same room,
right, we
all deal with the same struggles and the same things, and most of the time, we all get along great.
I know. I kind of hate that. Like the Big Four, Big Carolina, whatever, meetings at Parker's, and I'm like, all right, Conley, Rose, Will Bland, Nate Connor, they might fist fight, and they're in there yucking it up. I'm like, come on, guys.
I mean, perfect example, and I'm not throwing shade at them. I love them to death, but you look at the South Central and Conley feud it used to be. It used to have Nate Connor and Andy too.
Oh, yeah.
Getting along together.
Yeah, right. It's all Hollywood, folks. Right. Don't believe it.
It's a lot of WCW going on.
The storylines, that's right.
We had our conference meeting yesterday at Parker's, voting for who we're going to vote for, 1st through 6th, whatever. I was telling Jay Wilson, I said, hey, man, look, we got to start cutting promos. That's how we're going to fill up the stands.
I like it. I'm
going to be Dusty Rhodes. You be a little Ric Flair, Booker T, and we'll take care of the rest.
Son of a plumber. Hey, you can cut your first one today right here on Pirate Radio. Tough non-conference and obviously a tough conference schedule as well. Who's Who's the team you're chasing? Would you say who's the big dog in your conference?
Tarboro. Yeah. Kinston's right there with them. I mean, that's a touchdown away. Tarboro, Kinston, they're the standard. They set the standard for what it is. Now we have our own standard, but if you're trying to chase greatness and who you got to play, it's Tarboro. It's Kinston.
You mentioned, numbers and you're replacing a lot of guys, things like that. How about, do you have a JV program?
Absolutely. So 3 years they didn't have one. Cornwell came back and his main thing was we're going to start a JV program. So we went from 30 people in the program to about 55. Last year was 65 and this year we're 68.
Okay.
So even though we had a lot to part, we got a lot of new faces. They're just inexperienced and we don't know what they got.
Yeah. And I mean, how important is that, Garrett, to have that, guys that are already learning and by the time they get junior, seniors are ready to go?
Especially in our world, you have to have JV. These kids don't know football. RPO, play action pass. Right. All they know in middle school is student body right and student body left. So when you come up to real football, it's like, all right, guys, this is what we got. We got cover 4. It looks like cover 4, cover 2. They're going 3 robber. That free safety's coming down to play the run fit. And they're just like, what? So JV is very imperative to at least teach them football. And then when you get to me, we'll take care of the rest.
So if we went and watched, Paul Cornwell winning all those games, running the football, all that, and watched Aiden Grifton today, how different does it look offensively?
Run the dang ball. You want to win, you better have a good run game.
Okay.
So yes, we run the ball, and we're going to have an emphasis on running the football. Paul Cornwell was wing T, and he was going to run it all the time. And he told me when we were playing that 1 year, 2023 conference championship year, he said, I think we threw more in one game than I did in 3 years. I was like, yeah. So we run the ball. We're going to run that football. We like to have a 50-50 balance. Sometimes, defenses give you different things, but, depending on my quarterback situation, we're going to throw it around the field too, because I do believe you have to play both to be successful in today's age for sure.
And again, you came here to Hayden Grifton to rebuild it. You wanted the season to last longer, but getting a postseason win, how big was that for the program?
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 years back-to-back third round. That's huge for us.
Yeah.
We ran into a juggernaut last one of the past 2 years we've had juggernauts, Kinston and then James Keenan this year. But that was a perfect storm. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Everybody got the flu. I got the flu.
Oh, man.
Defense coordinator had a baby that week. We would have had to have a perfect game. But, yeah, I mean, great for our program, great for the community of Aiden and Grifton.
Garrett, what's your take on not really the portal and the money and all that stuff? I hate talking about it every day, which is why I'm so excited the games are almost here, because I still love the games. I still love when the guys are out there playing. How about just that part of it, football? How healthy is the game of football today? And do you like the way it's played on the field, and how different is it from when you first got into it?
Yeah, I would say that changes are happening that need to happen to the game. We could look at rules, we could look at targeting, we could look at kickoff rules, we could look at all these things, and we could look at how the game's played, and we could look at the finances, and we could look at how players get money and everything else. And yes, changes are happening, but there has to be some type of some buffer somewhere.
Yeah.
Because it's only going to trickle down. High school recruiting is ridiculous right now.
Right.
A kid who would go D1, it can't even get a D2 offer anymore. It doesn't matter what your GPA is. Everything is so different, and it's evolving very much. But there has to be some type of governor or restrictor going on. But as far as the game, the health of the game, my doctoral dissertation was, I think the game's declining because people are scared of the game. Concussions and threats, and are people wearing helmets like they're supposed to, and helmet fit and all the stuff. And I went down the rabbit holes of concussion and how that's affecting us. Because, the movie Concussion comes out, Will Smith, and you have all these people saying, well, football's terrible. We don't want them to play football because of concussions. And I look at a mom and say, well, you also give them a car that goes 120 with no helmet. I'm only going to make them run 15 yards with a helmet. So I go down the deep rabbit hole of all the concussions and stuff, and now it is the most popular game by far. Flag football's taken over.
Yeah.
I mean, females are starting to play football. I have a female on my team this year who's in the trenches. Not just a kicker. No, she's in the trenches.
Really?
It's awesome.
Wow.
I love it. It's like I tell anybody, if you want to play football, if you can survive, you're in.
Yeah.
And
that's amazing.
So
I do feel like there was a time, maybe with that movie and everything, that I would hear every now and then, like, football won't be around in 30, 40, 50 years or whatever. I feel like I'm hearing a lot less of that, which is a good thing.
Yeah, because the money's rolling.
Okay.
Anybody going to take away the money?
Yeah, you're right about that. Are you okay with the popularity of flag football? Like, do you kind of want to pump the brakes on that and stick to the real stuff? Like,
No, I think it's great.
Okay.
I was talking to Coach Shank not too long ago, probably during the summer. He was talking about, one of the biggest events that they have in Georgia before the boys state championship is they have the girls flag football state championship. I was like, that actually sounds like a great thing.
Yeah.
It's like a lead up to the state championship. I think the more that, I'll put it this way, as a high school football coach today, what really affects me is that people don't understand the game. Okay. So the more moms and daughters and future moms play the game and understand flag football, maybe the more they let their kids play later on.
I agree there's a place for both. I just don't want one to overtake the other. But
I don't think that'll ever happen. People love gore and craziness and hard hits.
There we go.
It's never going to disappear.
How cool, odd, unique is it to face that? We'll go back to North Pitt real quick. CJ Wilson, a guy who you were with at ECU, right?
Absolutely.
And now he's the head coach over there. What's that like for you?
It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just CJ, and I'm Wingate. And,
Who's a great dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, man, how you doing? How's things going?
That's it, yeah.
And when it's time to play, it's time to play. And when it's over, it's over. And we'll help each other out as much as possible, anything he needs. I know what the situation is like at North Pitt.
Right.
And I love it there. It's my home. I'll never get rid of it. At Country Mart, thank you, Jesus. Also, I hate it, because now I've already walked in about 25 times since it's been open.
Yeah, are you the reason the Country Mart, everywhere you go, a Country Mart goes?
It seems to be the truth. And so Goddard posted that today, the AD at North Pitt. He's like, man, I'll tell you what, these people in Aden shouldn't be as upset anymore, because now they got all those great cheese biscuits.
Man,
I said the first day I walked in there, they said, what are you doing on this side of town? I was like, I coach across the street. They're like, oh, Lord, here we go. Yes, we got business.
Yeah, we had plenty of business coming. Garrett, awesome talking with you, man. We'll do it again during the season. Appreciate you joining us today. We'll wrap it up with, if everything goes to script, to have a good year this year, what has to happen right for Aden Griffin football?
Let's get a first down.
Start there.
Get a first
That's
down.
a good place to start.
Man, you hate to put predictions on stuff, but I will say this is our standard. Our ultimate standard is third round. We always want to be in third round playoffs, and there's multiple ways to get there. But if you could always be above 500, you got a good year.
All right, there we go. Especially with the teams on your schedule. A lot,
right.
Man, great teams in this area. Garrett, appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Enjoyed
thank y'all so much.
We'll take a break, come back, have more for you. Chris Stewart, play-by-play voice of Alabama, when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
You want the college experience, the campus, the community, the feeling that your life is about to take shape. At Pitt Community College, you get all of that. PCC graduates move on to a university or launch careers they love with little or no debt. Registration for fall semester is going on now. Classes begin August 14th. Your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Let's get started. Start your future today at pittcc.edu/get started.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior 4-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Coach Ruffin McNeil. And when you tune into Pirate Radio, I can't guarantee what's going to happen. So listen at your own risk, please.
Listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Country Mart is your premier locally owned and operated country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They have 3 locations to serve you on Highway 11 in Bethel, Highway 903 in Stokes, and their newest location, Highway 11, across from Aiden Griffin High School. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's take it back in. Hey, here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Big Football Thursday edition. We'll have a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live coming your way tomorrow, as Jared will talk some Charlotte football.
Yeah, back up.
Jared will not be talking Charlotte football.
August 21st, I will.
All right. Looking forward to that. We got a big guest next week. I'll be chatting with Mike Golick Jr. on the show. Figure I was kin to Ken Griffey Jr. So Mike Golick Jr. Will join us to talk all things football next week on the show. And a big guest coming up right now. Jared, about an hour ago, you talked to Chris Stewart, play-by-play voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide, and we're all about to hear it for the first time. So set it up.
Oh, Chris Stewart, great get for us, Alabama play-by-play voice. We'll walk you through all you need to know about the Crimson Tide, names to look out for. They are also going through a quarterback battle, and a little bit on Kalen DeBoer. The media and the fans don't seem to like him. So here's Chris Stewart with all of that. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, play-by-play voice for the Alabama Crimson Tide, Chris Stewart. Chris, how you doing today?
Man, I'm great. It's good to talk to you. Excited about things going and getting started, which means we're closer to the opener against you guys.
Yeah, football's in the air. Had the first day of fall camp yesterday. Good to get back out there, see a little Pirate football. Before we talk about week 1 and what's to come this season for Alabama, I would kind of want to go back to last year a little bit and talk about that week 1 matchup against Florida State and just how off guard that caught everybody. And how was it after that game? What was the feeling that week leading up to the next game? And what did it say about the team to kind of turn it around and have a somewhat successful season after that?
Yeah, I mean, look, it was not successful in the minds of some that wear crimson. Outside of Tuscaloosa and outside of the state, it was probably seen as more successful than within it because, again, you wound up winning a playoff game. You wound up in the Rose Bowl, and unfortunately, yeah, you got blown out, but it was a team that did that en route to winning the national championship in Indiana. So, again, I don't have to tell you, you know what the standard is at Alabama, what the expectation is, but Florida State put you on your heels. There is no question about that. That was not a well played game by Alabama. It was not the same team they had roster wise by week 3 or 4. Certainly, it wasn't the same as when they went to Athens to take on Georgia and beat them impressively in that first of 2 games against the Bulldogs that season. So I don't think there is any chance of Alabama looking past Florida State, and I don't think that was the issue last year in the matchup. But you better believe that Alabama is looking forward to that game. And with that being said, they're not going to look past East Carolina, nor are they going to look past Kentucky en route to that game against the Seminoles. They know it's there. They know what they want to get accomplished in that game, but they also know that they have to take care of business first. And first things first is against a Pirate program that is very respectable and has had a lot of success over the years. So I think they'll be ready to go for that as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in Greenville realize, like, hey, this is Alabama. You know, hopefully we can compete. But there's also a feeling of, like, if we're going to get them, it's probably now. This is probably the right time to play them if we're going to get them. I feel a little different. I think that Kalen DeBoer is a really good coach. I liked him at Washington, and it's a different style of football, and that's why maybe a lot of Alabama fans are a bit concerned. But what do you feel outside of like all the fan stuff? What do you feel about Alabama going into this year, and especially that Week 1 matchup?
I agree with the things that you said. Kalen DeBoer's he's got a great track record. You know, the irony of him winding up at Alabama is that he very easily could have been his last opponent could have been Alabama rather than Michigan.
Yeah.
And I haven't asked him yet. Look, I've got a really good relationship with Kalen, and I feel like there's about anything I could ask him. What I have not done yet, but I will at some point, is go, all right, I know you probably hate hypotheticals as much as Nick Saban does, but if Alabama had been the opponent rather than Michigan, do you take the job in Tuscaloosa, regardless of the outcome? Could you have left Washington if you had just played Alabama? So anyway, the guy's coached at the championship level prior to arriving at Washington. I know it's a different level when you're talking about the NAIA, but I called games in that organization for years. I've broadcast 2 national championships in different sports. I know how much those mean to the people that are participating in them. They don't mean a lot to East Carolina fans. It doesn't mean a lot to fans of Division I programs, but winning is winning, especially at the national level. And he proved he could do that. He's had Alabama in the mix. Everybody's acting as if the sky is falling because Alabama's plummeted all the way to 11th in the preseason rankings, which we know are seldom accurate for the postseason. So it's not as if Alabama's off the map. It's not as if this is a program that's in disarray by any stretch, but it's one that's trying to reclaim reclaim an identity under this coaching staff as opposed to the one that they had cemented under Nick Saban. But you know, the thing about Coach, and when I say that, I'm talking about Coach Saban, this guy wasn't locked in on one way of play. He had his philosophy, but he was willing to adapt, especially on the offensive side. And that's why that was the most amazing thing to me, is that he could change the tire at 70 miles an hour. He got away from what he had been doing by bringing in a Lane Kiffin. You talk about the ultimate roll of the dice now.
Yeah.
Bringing in Lane at that time in Lane's career, and the change that it was for Alabama, and it worked. They played, they won a national championship. They should have won 2 others, in my opinion, but they were right there. But they kept, Nick Saban kept adapting. And Kalen DeBoer, I think, is learning that as well. You don't change who you are, but you can adapt in the ways that you need to adapt in order to be not just keeping up with everybody else, but to be the one that everybody else is chasing. And I'm very comfortable with that guy at the helm of the program, that's for sure.
Chris Stewart joining us. Chris, I want to get to know this roster a little bit. I feel like this is a lot of people around here, especially, where it's like we know Ryan Williams, and that's about it. There's been a lot of people going into the draft and just a lot of turnover in college football in general. So we'll start at the quarterback position. What's that looking like for the Tide?
Look, they, as of you and I having this conversation, they don't know who the starter's going to be, but I don't think they're concerned about having a very high quality starter. Austin Mack was highly recruited when he was signed by Kalen DeBoer at Washington. When Coach DeBoer came from Seattle to Tuscaloosa, not far behind was Austin Mack. And after he had redshirted a season there at UW, he comes to Tuscaloosa, bided his time for the last 2 years, worked, was in a good spot, and certainly has the experience over Keelan Russell. But Keelan Russell was also top-rated quarterback coming out of high school. And we understood after seeing him for the past year, although it was in practice primarily, why the accolades were as high as they are. He's a great talent. He's elite. He's a guy that can make plays with his legs, but he's a tremendous passer as well. And really has shown the ability not only to fire passes into some tough spots, to throw it deep, but check down and have the patience to do that when the situation calls for it. So it's going to be a really good battle. And I think Kalen DeBoer wants to see that decided on the field between those two guys sooner rather than later as we go through camp. They've seen him in the spring. He knows who they are, but who's going to clearly grab hold of that position? And the luxury that you have is somebody can win that job going into the East Carolina game. But if for whatever reason, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into it, you're not as comfortable as you'd hope to be with your starter, you have the option. So there's always going to be the competition, even if somebody, or even once somebody claims hold of that position in week number 1. Obviously, the best case scenario is they take it the rest of the way. But it's nice to have options, and Bama does. Running back is the other area that after last year, where the running game was so ineffective, you want to see improvement. And Daniel Hill, I think, is the lead guy, but also E.J. Crowell coming in is another of the options. And they've really got about 5 guys that they feel like can be a quality option at running back. But E.J. Crowell out of Greenville, Alabama, is a great talent who, again, was one of the top prospects in the nation as a running back, elite, and is ready to step in and earn some reps and some opportunities. But it's not just carrying the football. You know, how are you catching it out of the backfield? Because that's a big part of what's asked in this offense for both Kalen DeBoer and also Ryan Grubb. So, that seems to be in a better spot. But it wasn't just the running back position that affected the run game last year. The line wasn't consistent. And, you got a guy in Michael Carroll who's back as a freshman All-American according to some last year, got 6 starts. He's on the Outland watch list, which again, there's 60 plus names on that. So I'm not downplaying the recognition for him. I'm simply saying there's no guarantee that comes with anything, but it's a good starting point. Better to have them on the list than not, obviously. And I think Michael's one of several reasons why they feel much better about the ground game. Defense is going to be really good, really solid, especially in the secondary. Some veterans back there, Xavier Brown, who had some really tremendous highlight reel plays the last couple of years, but is developing into a play after play, down after down type of guy. They've got good size. They've got some depth there. Can they be who they need to be along that defensive front? And that's going to be, I think, a question mark early in camp, not only identifying exactly who it is, but who are the guys behind them as well.
I do want to ask you about Ryan Williams. It seems like he had a phenomenal first year, and it seems like he had very high expectations going into last season. Was it a letdown, or was it just way too high expectations for him?
Look, I don't think it was a knock on him necessarily when I say the expectations are too high. He was going to have to be a Pro Football Hall of Fame receiver the last 2 years, to meet the expectations because of how high they were for the guy. I think he was banged up some last year. I think the confidence dropped a little bit. To me, the ultimate sign of who he is, though, is the fact that he's in Tuscaloosa once again. How many times have we seen around the country where guys either have a phenomenal year or have a phenomenal game and they're taking the money and running? Or the expectations are high, like they've been. I have to say it because I'm practicing. He now goes by Ryan Coleman Williams. It's a show of respect to a family member there. So I'm not correcting you. I'm trying to get myself in the habit as the play-by-play guy of saying it. So RC Dub, I'm hoping he'll let me call him after the first reference. But Ryan, I think the fact that he didn't take offers that were out there to go somewhere and start fresh, but instead wants to be at the University of Alabama. He's an Alabama kid from down the southern part of the state, just north of Mobile. He wants to wear that uniform, and that's where he wants to leave a legacy. So the fact that he's back, even though the majority of the last 2 years haven't gone the way he's wanted and the way Alabama fans obviously wanted for him, I think that speaks volumes about who he is and where he wants to be.
Chris Stewart joining us. Chris, I feel like, I don't know how to ask this question. What does Kalen DeBoer have to do this season to get the media and a section of the fans' office back? Because I feel like it's either, like you said earlier, they went to the Rose Bowl last year, and he's still got a lot of criticism. Does it have to be a national championship?
I'm not going to go there, but I'll simply go with what I remember as a child and what I experienced as a broadcaster, part of the Bama family with the Crimson Tide Sports Network, but an observer recently. Never forget, Bama fans at one point were calling for Coach Bryant to retire, and he won 2 national championships after that. And there were those that like to rumble. Of course, they'll never admit it now, but there were those that were rumbling and whispering about, is Nick Saban past prime because he had won a national championship in 2 years? What's wrong with him? And then he retired. So it doesn't matter how much you win. I saw it with Gene Stallings. Every coach since Coach Bryant arrived at the University of Alabama, every coach that made it to the opening game, I'm leaving Mike Price out of that mix, but every coach that coached a game since Paul Bryant returned home had at least one 10-win season. at least one 10-win season.
Man.
The expectation is not double-digit wins. The expectation is not a bowl game. The expectation is not just beating Auburn. It's not just going to the SEC championship game or just to a Rose Bowl. The expectation, the goal is to win the national championship. But that's why Kalen DeBoer came to Alabama. It's why Nick Saban came to Alabama. It's why Paul Bryant answered when, in his words, Mama called, and he left Texas A&M, where he'd gone to, Southwest Conference Championship and the Cotton Bowl, and came back to his school where he played for a national championship, won a national title. The expectation, the goal is to win it all. Anything below that is a disappointment. Doesn't mean that that's what Kalen DeBoer has to do this year in order to be the coach in 12 months. I'm simply saying that's the goal. And then if you fall short of that goal, the conversation is, what have you got to do to get there the next year? If you do win it, the conversation is, what have we got to do to get back there once again? It never changes at Alabama. That's where the goal always is.
Man. Chris Stewart joining us. Chris, before we let you go, for all the Pirate fans going down there September 5th, what can they expect from Bryant-Denny Stadium if they've never been?
A new name, because I know you guys have been there before, because I was broadcasting with cable or pay-per-view, I think, the last time ECU came to Tuscaloosa. But yeah, I know it's been a while, but Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium is now the official name, deservedly so.
Absolutely.
With after coach's retirement, that was placed there. It will be hot and then some, but I don't have to tell you guys about that. You're going to be treated well. Great tailgate opportunities on the quad and all over campus. Some great places very much within walking distance. If you don't want to do the tailgating, you want to eat somewhere, a lot of restaurants and opportunities there. You need to go see the Bryant Museum, experience that. It is a college town, but it is one that's got a lot of tradition, but it's got a lot of new looks to it. The tornadoes of April 27th were awful, to say the very least, and the devastation we're never going to forget. But the rebuild has been amazing as well, and to see it over. Frankly, a lot of it was done very quickly, but a lot of other things that have been done since that time are, again, it doesn't replace the devastation and the loss, but there are some things that have come up since then that are really, really nice. And I think it'll be a great stay and a great experience. And like we always say to visitors, we hope it is an absolutely great experience until kickoff. And then we hope it's not that great, but we hope you're treated right in the process.
Absolutely. Well, Chris, thank you for joining us. We'll try to get back up with you on game week.
I look forward to it, man. Give me a call.
Chris Stewart, Jared Watkins, awesome interview, J-Bone. And he sounds like his calling in life should be do an Alabama football game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got the voice, the twang, everything for it. But I don't know what. I tell you what, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get Jarrett's. Can you give me 5 things of interest from that interview?
Okay.
Give me 5 things, 5 big things you came away with. And we will have that for you when we return Pirate Radio Live after this. The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Pepper, oh no, they didn't. Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand-stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812, and go Pirates!
Michelob Ultra is brewed here. So was the feeling when we rallied together behind one team. From the pitch to the pool, Superior is brewed here. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the U.S. men's national soccer team. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Bruce Bivens, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. Members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from auto, boat, and home loans. First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of our local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's send it back in. Here's clip.
All right, Jarrett's 5 points from the interview with Chris Stewart, Alabama play-by-play voice. Point number 1.
The quarterback battle. I heard Kalen DeBoer talk at Media Day about this, SEC Media Day. Didn't know how in-depth it was going to go, and apparently it's pretty neck and neck. Phil Steele has the other guy. I'm an Austin Mack guy after that conversation. But the other guy seems to be neck and neck. Jeff Nadu talked about him earlier. He'd probably be the one throwing passes to Ryan Williams. But a
real battle, a legit battle.
A legit battle just like the one here at ECU. The fans
the other guy, by the way, Keelan Russell.
Keelan Russell, that was the name. The fans and media's expectations and thoughts on Kalen DeBoer seems like no matter what he does, it's not ever going to be great.
They're that Yankees fan with the glasses, with the thumb down.
Yeah, he brought up Bear Bryant. They said he was past his prime, and he came back, won a national title. They talked about Nick Saban. He hadn't won in 2 years. He's washed, so he retired. And so it seems like Kalen DeBoer or any Alabama coach will never be able to satisfy these people. Ryan Williams, new name, Ryan Colin Williams, RCW, as Chris Stewart said.
All right, we'll have to get used to that.
Yeah, the defense will be great. Jeff Nadu said that. Chris Stewart said that. The big question that Chris Stewart had was the offensive line, and that seems to be a lot of people's problems. And I did not know he called ECU Alabama back in the day.
And Pirates lost that game. How about this? They're down 21-0 at halftime.
Man.
So the final 49-0. Just kidding. The final was 23-22. A furious second half comeback led by David Garrard. The Pirates scored. How about these names? Lamont Chappell caught a touchdown from Arnie Powell. Marcellus Harris caught a touchdown from DG. And Forrest Foster had a pick six in that game. And here's a great trivia question. The last Pirate to score points against Alabama in a football game will be in the stadium on September 5th. Andrew Bays, who calls the game with Jim Zoki, and just texted Andrew that is an amazing trivia fact, and we'll try to get him on the show next week to talk some Pirate football. Andrew Bays hit a field goal to cut it to 1 with 11:49 left in the fourth quarter, and neither team scored after that. Pirates lose a heartbreaker by 1 point at Alabama, and they'll try to right the wrongs this year.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a break. When we return, you've all been waiting for it.
I mean, who cares about
any of this?
Yeah. This is what it's all been leading up to.
The Jeremiah Melvin fact from intern Avery is coming up to wrap up the show after this timeout.
Hey, what's this I see? I thought this was a party! Let's dance!
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph. Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party, brought to you by East Coast Grading, UBE, Aldridge and Sutherland Realtors, The Buck, Ron Ayers Motorsports, Dirty Dan's, The Gold Store, Tiebreakers, and Carolina Eagle Distributors. Arr, party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC, and Truck Month continues. We've got Sierra 1500, 0% for 5 years. You heard me right, 0%. Sierra 2500 HDs 4.9 plus $2,000 in purchase allowance. Canyon Elevation 3.9 for 5 years plus $3,000 purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you
leave a happy customer.
The very best bagels in Greenville are at Bagel Man. Bagel Man is open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you're on the go, place your order ahead of time online at ncbagelman.com. Start your day with a breakfast sandwich or for lunch. Try a tuna melt, pastrami sandwich, panini, or specialty wrap. And everyone loves Bagel Man's fresh-made desserts and pastries. Bagel Man is where Pirate Nation fuels up for game day or any day. Bagel Man, 1904 Fire Tower Road in Greenville. And stay tuned for the new Bagel Man location opening soon. Go Pirates!
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
This is Mac McCarthy, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. A look at the stock market for you today. The Dow was down 464 points and closed at $53,885. The NASDAQ was down 15 points and closed at $26,348. And the S&P was down 13 points and closed at $7,709. That is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a person looking to investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's take it back in for the wrap-up of our show. Here's Clip.
A little more on that ECU Alabama game. Andrew Bays said the kicker, Brantley Rivers, was yanked, missed 2 extra points, 1 return for a 2-point conversion, and ECU lost by 1 point. Pirates should have won that game, but Andrew Bays did his job coming in to kick a field goal, and maybe we'll talk more to him next week. As we wrap it up, it's our Jeremiah Melvin Fact of the Day, brought to you by intern Avery. Avery, what do you got?
All right, I know everybody's been wondering what shoe size he wears.
I have asked this question so many times. Yeah,
he wears a 13 and a half.
All right. 13 and a half. Where'd you get that from?
At practice the other day.
Yeah, I was just staring at his shoe.
13 and a half shoe size. All right, great fact. That's the kind of stuff I like. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Jackman, appreciate it. Thank you. Avery, thank you. J-Bone, we'll see you mañana for a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll have more fun with you on Friday. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live.